Hello, YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to talk about all things going live. We're going to go live on YouTube, which I'm doing now, as well as TikTok. So thank you so much for joining. I see you all. Appreciate you coming in. Come on in. We're going to get to chatting and connecting. Thank you so much. And let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you being here. And so as you come in, make sure you like the live, comment, and share the live out. And don't forget to subscribe. We want to make sure you subscribe as well so that you can get more information from me as a subscriber and come on in and get the notifications and all the things to make sure that you are staying up to speed when it comes to going live and monetizing your expertise. So with this particular live, and I'm going to do it really quickly, I go on my other profiles and I make sure that I am actively liking those, liking this channel, and making sure that I am also supporting this channel. So that's what I'm doing. So I don't gatekeep. I tell you everything I do. And at the end of the day, I want you to be successful. I want you to grow on this app. I want you to think intentionally about your strategy and what you're doing. And I want you to continue to think about ways that you can level up. Okay. That's what this is all about. You got to level up. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then I am going to go over to TikTok and get started. We're going to try to go sooner than later. Ideally, I don't want to linger too much. I want to make sure that I am supporting you all. And so today is going to be a quick day for me as well, because I am super busy with preparing for this wedding that my son is in. So that's what I'm doing also. So I have to come on here. I won't be able to do my normal, my 10 a.m. I'm doing now, but I won't be able to do my normal 4 p.m. So come on in. I appreciate you all coming on in to support. Thank you so much. And we are going to go live and we are going to monetize our expertise. We are going to continue to grow. And again, make sure that you are here to support. I appreciate all the support. Give me 1 second. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to get to talking and tapping and sharing and connecting. I'm here to help you grow. We're going to talk about going live and monetizing your expertise. I want to see you grow with your community. I want you to make sure you're adding value. We're going to talk about all things to support your monetization strategy. I'm going to give you tips and other strategies. How you doing, Jamie Lee? I saw you come in, the new Jamie Lee. Hey, it's Jamie Lee. How you doing, Amor? Thank you so much for being here, friend. How are you? Come on in. We're going to get to chatting and talking. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. How you doing, Sharon? So we're going to talk about all things monetizing your expertise because I want to see you all grow. How you doing, Sharon? How are you, friend? Getting your daily heart mate. So thank you so much. Come on in. We're going to talk and chat and let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get to connected. I want to make sure you are talking to your audience, the right audience, your audience. Okay, friends. So we're going to do that and make sure that you are monetizing too. So that's what this chat is all about. How do you level up as you're in these TikTok streets? How are you intentional about talking to the right audience? How are you offering them solutions? Because I want this to be I don't want this just to be about going live. Let's be real. Going live is, the first step. Essentially, we're leveling up. We're taking it to the next level. So I want to be intentional about what we're doing here, friends. I have a question, Dr. Lisa. What's your question, friend? What's your question? I appreciate you being here. You said, I have a question. Thank you so much for being here. How you doing, Sonia? Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. Let me know if you get filtered, Sharon, if you have your If you have any issues putting your question in the chat, I'm happy to let you come up. You can chat with me that way as well. Hello, hey y'all, how you doing? Is it Sela? Sela, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much, everybody. We're going to get to chatting and talking and stuff. So I want us to be intentional about our growth strategy, our plan. How are we leveling up? Let's see. Jamie Lee said, as soon as I get coins on this account, I'll get you the daily army. Okay. I did get approved for the TikTok shop. Now I am not. What is that not? You got approved for TikTok shop, and now I am not. You got me hanging on, friend. Let me know what the knot is for. How you doing, Per Mom Shop? How are you, friends? Thank you all. You guys, Sonia, thank you so much. You said, I got a request and message from a person that I was wondering if they're pretending to be you. Yes, they are pretending to be me. I have imposter accounts again. They didn't popped up again. You said, oh, that's strange. What's strange, Jamie Lee? What happened, friend? Yes, I am not approved. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you said I am not. You got approved, but then you're not approved. Let me understand what happened, Sharon. I think that's what you just said. I knew it. Glad I asked. Yes, yes. So the imposter accounts, they didn't popped up again. I am not going to let this day end without submitting my copyright infringement. I did a post about it a few posts ago, but essentially TikTok did remove the others, and then they just came back and popped up again with new accounts. So we're gonna stay on them. We're gonna continue. Y'all gonna continue to come back to me and say, Dr. Lisa, did you reach out to me? And as you all know, Dr. Lisa does not initiate the outreach. I will respond, but I don't initiate. And so that's what the imposters do. They initiate. And so with that, if you do have an issue, just message me. I will respond. I gladly respond to messages. I just don't like the fact that the imposters, they are so shady. I don't want to say any bad words. So they're so shady, y'all. So just be careful. Just be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be careful. But it is not me who does that initiating. Now, I thank you. I hope you have a great day. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you telling me. Yeah, I had a few others reach out recently. I think in the last 2 days, they've been active, very active out there in those streets. And yes, so be careful. And Sharon, I want you to come back because I'm going to talk about banned accounts. I wonder if you need to do an account check, friend. Because be careful, because once I submit this request, they will be banned in the next 24 to 48 hours, maybe 48 to 72 hours from by TikTok. And with that being said, you will have a banned account that you need to remove if you are in fact following one of those imposter accounts. Okay, so you want to make sure that you stay on top of that. Yes, the trolls, the imposters, they're just horrible. And so what they do is, and I'm just going to be honest with you, what they do is come into this live, they click who's in the room, and they follow you. And then since they're following you, then they do that outreach to you. And they know you've been in my life. So essentially they kind of got a little bit of research in terms of they've investigated to see, okay, this is a person I could reach out to, or maybe they've seen you engaging too. So at the end of the day, just know Dr. Lisa does not operate that way. Anything that they are talking about is not Dr. Lisa, because we are not doing the same things. And I am not an imposter. Okay. I appreciate you all coming in. Yes, definitely come on in. Sharon, let me ask a few questions, friends. So are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. And you said you got an approval for TikTok shop, but then when you go to get it, it says you're not approved. Or when you go to accept, it says you're not approved. Is that pretty much what you're saying? How you doing, Jamie Lee? Thank you so much for sharing the live. And we're going to get this room activated in just a few, we can do it now, actually. And if you are new to my room, let me know. I see you all coming in. I appreciate you all joining. We're going to get started. We're going to talk about all things TikTok in particular, but also monetization. I want you all to be thinking very intentionally about your strategy. We're not playing checkers here. We're playing chess, friends. Okay. We are being very strategic about what we're doing. This is not, this is fun and games. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy every bit of it. I enjoy coming on this app. I enjoy engaging with all of you. But at the end of the day, there has to be a end game here. And so we want to be intentional about what is our end game? What are we trying to do? Who are we trying to connect with? Why are we doing this? And so I want us to be intentional about that. Okay. Thank you so much. So Sharon, I see you, friend. Let me know what happened. So you're saying when you went back, Abba, how are you, friend? When you went back to accept TikTok Shop, it wasn't there, or you're saying you didn't, it says you're not approved? I'm gonna look at your profile real quick. Let me take a look at it. And so I want to see. I know you're a high engager, so there shouldn't be a problem there. So it must be, yeah, you're a super high engager. So I'm gonna say, friend, it has to do with either you got to do an account check just to make sure your account is in good standing. You don't have any videos that maybe have a violation on them. How you doing, friend? Or it's the banned accounts. So those are the two things you need to just make sure you're checking. And if you do have a video that has a violation, meaning that you don't have that green check mark when you do that auto account check, and you have a red circle, you need to remove that video. I'm sorry, you need to appeal it if you can, or you can make that video private. Those are your two choices, in my opinion. And if it's a brand new video, you can always go in and delete and edit. So that's an option. But if it's a video that everyone can see, you can go into the privacy settings and make it only you can see it. And so that should fix the problem. Okay, I had an issue with payout yesterday. They paid last week, but yesterday they needed my ID again. Oh, you have to do another ID verification? I've never seen that happen. So last week they paid you out, but this week they said, hey, we need to do an ID verification. I'm assuming that's what you're saying. Yes, no idea why. Yeah, I've never seen that happen before. So I'm assuming you've done the ID verification in the past because you used the word again. So I wonder if is it the new account? Maybe it's the new account, possibly. How do I know if the seller accepts my sample requests? You get a notification. You get a notification that it was approved. You get an approval notification. That's what you should get. A lot of sellers don't do it. I mean, many sellers are not accepting sample requests. They've changed that process for the most part to, what's the term they use? It's the request. Oh gosh. The name's not, somebody put it in the chat for me. The name's not popping in. It's the request where you essentially are going to get reimbursed. I think that's it. Sample reimbursement or something like that. It's a reimbursement process. I can't remember the official name, but they've shifted to that because here's what's happening. People will get a sample and don't do a video. And you're supposed to do a video within 14 days once you get that sample. That clock is ticking, and you're supposed to do a post and a video about that. So that's part of it. People will do a video and they won't let the seller know and don't send the ad code. Or people will do a video and only do one video, and the video is just mid. And so at the end of the day, they've gotten away from that too, because obviously the requests are taking a little longer, especially with traveling and stuff and being sent from internationally and stuff. And so with that, people are just not doing those products anymore. And the product may have been trending 2 or 3 weeks ago, but now it's not. Or it's after a season, because Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. So it might have been a product that would have been great to promote for Mother's Day, but now the time has passed. And so it's not going to be trending. It may not have the same traction it would have had 2 or 3 weeks ago. So they're getting away from the whole samples too. And I think the main reason is because you said understandable. Yeah, I think the main reason is because people weren't necessarily posting quickly enough or at all. Okay, so but you get a notification, and they typically want you to they're doing now the whole thing where you can get a sample. I'm not saying the right name, but it's something about being reimbursed. Essentially, you would get reimbursed after you have so many sales on that product. So they'll reimburse you part of your for the cost of that product, essentially. So that's something else that you can do. My samples got accepted, but they never shipped, and then the request expired, and I did not understand. Yeah. Again, like I said, I think maybe they got accepted, but I think they're getting away from that whole notion of giving away free samples. Thank you so much. Let's see. I want to make sure we don't have any I'm blocking people. I'm sorry. Well, we stay on topic and focus in this room. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Inspired Expressions? How you doing, MJ? I saw you come in. I have a personal account, Mature Diva, that I'm comfortable doing product lives. Not so much here. Interesting. How you doing, Sonia? Sonia, is this a business account? Is this a business account? No. And so you don't do it here? He said, hey, MJ. um, so so yeah, you have that other account, your personal account, Mature Diva, that I'm comfortable doing product lives. So you're talking about the shoppable lives, the shoppable lives where people can buy that. Yeah, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. He said it is. Yeah. So your business account though, you gotta promote your business. Do you have a physical product, real estate? Not sure how to make it work here. Well, you could do obviously you could talk about listings if you wanted to make that part of the conversation. You could talk about obviously some of the you know information surrounding interest rates and other things that people need to know. So you can tell people some of the top 5, 10 things you need to know if you're going to get into real estate at this time in 2025. You could talk about some of the misconceptions. You can use really you want to add value. You always want to add value. You want to add value to your potential clients. You might use this space to talk about people who aspire to be realtors. And so if you have a service that you're ultimately trying to promote, or obviously if you're trying to get people to buy from you as well, um, as sign up with you as an agent, you want to just tell them, add value to them and then tell them how they can get connected with you. So that's the main thing. I need to create shoppable videos. I think then they'll add my showcase to my profile. Say that again. I need to create shoppable videos. No, to add your showcase to your profile, you need to add products to it. You have TikTok Shop first, don't you? I'm assuming you have TikTok Shop. And if Elba, if you have TikTok Shop, then you just need to add products to your manager showcase, add products to the showcase, and then it'll show up on your profile. You don't have to do a shoppable video first for that to get populated. You add products to it first. So let me know if you need me to walk you through that a little bit more. I can use that as a talking point if you want me to share a little bit more about how to add products. Yes, I have everything I've added. Oh, you added the products. So yeah, if you added the products, yeah, now it's time to do a video. It's time to do something. If you have the products and you added the products, then yes, the next step would be to do a shoppable video. Yep. Thanks. And how do I add my TikTok products appropriately? Any suggestions? Your TikTok products for your business account or for the personal account, the Mature Diva? Which one are we talking about? Okay. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. How you doing, Susan? Come on in, friend. Thank you for the daily art me. All of you are coming in. TikTok has given us a flash goal. We're going to do the flash goal where we are pinning the product. I said product, y'all. Pinning the flash goal, which is the daily heart me. So if you have come in and you have not gotten your daily heart me, I'm going to say go ahead and grab it now. I usually spend some time, and if you're new to my room, what this room is all about is giving you tips to go live, giving you tips to monetize your expertise, giving you tips as a live host to facilitate engagement in your room. Because I don't want you to sit there and say, okay, people aren't engaging. You come to my room, I tell you how to get engagement, how to get people interacting with you. I tell you all the things about what's going on here. I give you other tips that you can take back, make it your own, put in your own words, and integrate it with your live as well. How you doing, Lamecca? How are you, friend? And so I want you guys to be successful. So with that being said, there's a flash goal going on for the Daily Heartbeat. Let's talk really quickly. How you doing, creative? Let's talk really quickly about how to get people to know what to do in your room. Okay. So you guys are viewers. I'm a live host. All right. And as we do this dance, as we are here together, we got to work together. I tell people that all the time. It's about making sure we understand that we're in a relationship. And for this live to be activated and successful, everybody got to do their part. TikTok has this for us. So I tell us we're in a threesome. It's TikTok, you, and me. And so we got to work together. But The support comes from you guys actively engaging, commenting, sharing, liking, doing all the things to make sure that TikTok knows you're here, you are actively present, and then in turn, TikTok gives you points. Okay? TikTok wants to give you points. TikTok wants you to gift so that they can get a percentage as well. I'm very transparent in saying that. And I say it in a way so that you guys understand, like that is part of the process as a live host of how your room is activated too, because TikTok sees all the activity and it's like, oh, okay, let me put more people in the room. Let me engage this room more. Okay, so that is part of the strategy. The other thing I say is as a live host, you need to understand how do you monetize too. So that's the daily heartbeat, people coming back to your room. That's people following you if they have never followed you before. Thank you so much. Good morning, Nikki. Thank you for the good morning tea. Or was that coffee? I appreciate your friend. And so that's part of the strategy as well. And then when it comes to people doing different things to elevate the room, they're gifting, they're going to your gift box, they're going to your gallery, they are going into the gift box there, they're sending roses, they're sending the popular live. That's another thing. That's one of those exclusive gifts. There we go. And so you send that to make the room more activated as well. And then at the same time, and I'm telling you as viewers, at the same time, you all are actively connecting with people. When you come into a room, you are actively connecting with people. You are saying hello, good morning. You're not using the words like scoop and follow and gotcha. You are connected with people because you're being intentional. And then on top of that, you're being intentional to connect with people who have a bio, who have an optimized profile, meaning that they have a username and a nickname and a photo. So you are being very intentional about who you are connecting with when you come into live. So I say all that because I want you guys to be successful as you're here and you're listening. But I also want you to understand how you explain it to your community and you let them know how to actively engage as well. Okay. When everything's said and done, when it comes to TikTok, and there's so many different live hosts and different ways of engaging. How you doing, Miss Darlene? How you doing, Empowered? I see you. How you doing, Toya and Nikki and Permom? I see all of you all sharing and liking them live. It was a gadget. Thank you so much. I appreciate your creative beauty. Thank you so much, Shakira. Thank you for joining. So I want you all to make sure that you are actively doing this. Hope everyone is doing well. How you doing, Travel Diva? Travel Diva, I had somebody else come in here and tell me about my imposters. So today will not end without me submitting the documentation to get rid of the new imposters. So I do have some new imposters out there, guys. So that's okay. That's okay. You said please do. That is okay, friend. I get it. I appreciate the feedback. So what they do on this account is that they block me, so I don't see it. On my other accounts, I can go and check and see how many are out there. I think there's 3 now that I got to get rid of. And so I'm going to submit the paperwork. It's a copyright infringement. So I have to go to TikTok legal, fill out the forms. I posted about it, but I got to fill out the forms. It is an actual step, y'all, because it's not something I can just sit down and click a few buttons. No, it's actually I have to make sure I have their names correct, do screenshots, add stuff to it. So it's a thing, but it's not super long, but it's going to take me about 20-25 minutes of my day to sit down and do 3 of them so I can make sure they're all submitted correctly. But thank you so much for telling me. That means you are doing something right. Hey. I say this. Let me say this, and you are right. I do believe that. I receive that. I understand that. I agree with that. But the reality is, it's just showing up, just being consistent, just doing this. And obviously, there is some things you want to make sure you do to keep the engagement in a room and keep people coming back and build that community. I mean, so that's part of it. But at the end of the day, people want to cheat and do it the easy way out too. And so the imposters are being really disrespectful because they reach out to y'all talking about stuff that I don't approve of. And so I don't like that part of it. How do you get rid of them? Oh, I posted about it. It's probably like 3 or 4 posts that I did, but essentially it's a copyright infringement that they're doing. So you got to go to TikTok Legal's website. So you just don't do it in the app, because most people think, oh, well, I'm just going to report them within the app. Well, because they blocked me, I can't say that they're copying me or they're impersonating me on in the app because it's my other account. And so I can't report them that way. So they keep coming back with no violation because they don't see where it's the actual account that I have that they're impostering. So I have to go to TikTok legal. It's a copyright infringement in terms of my content, my logo, all the things that are about me that they're copying. So they got to get reported. We have to protect our own. Thank you, Travel Diva. I appreciate you, friend. That's it. They're trying to be you, but can't. Thank you, Lamette. Thank you, Fran. Oh wow, that is sad. It is sad. It's a bit sad. It's a bit pitiful. I just learned something new. Hey, Robin, I got you, friend. You're gonna learn stuff new in this room. I'm gonna keep sharing information. I don't gatekeep. But yeah, that's it. Busy weekend. Just stop by to support. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I appreciate you. You said I enjoy this community. They just won't leave you alone. I know. I know. They keep popping up. Protect your images and interests. That's it. Yep. Oh wow. Yep. You said I'm doing something right. Yep. That's it. You said I've unlocked benefits now since I did my 3 lives. Yes. All right. All right, Coach Miss Jessie, you are doing it. This room is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Tap to 50K. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Miss Darlene said, hey, I got to go, but I'm going to give y'all some instructions before I leave. So I appreciate you. So yeah. Okay. So really quickly, this is important because you got to make sure you are actively activating your room. And I tell people this, here's the deal. At the end of the day, there are going to be so many different um, things that you're going to hear from different people. Okay. I'm going to say that in a very delicate way. There's so many different things that you're going to hear from different people. At the end of the day, your room has to be activated really in those first 15, 20 minutes of your live. TikTok wants to see that activity. They want to see that engagement. That's how your room gets bolstered. And so when you're doing that, you as a live host have to actively engage as much as your viewers. Okay. It is a relationship. Everybody got to do their part. Okay. And so because of that, you're going to have your live host role. You can share your live. You can tap your screen. You invite people to do that as well. There is no hard, fast rule that says you should not be doing that. And I'm going to say that over and over again because there's always people who say, don't tap your screen, don't share your live, don't do. The viewers are supposed to do it. Don't get me wrong. The viewers absolutely should be supporting your live. TikTok wants to see that level of engagement. But as a live host, you can ask people to tap your screen, share. You could tap your screen and you can share your live. Because I'll tell you this. I'm going to tell you this. If you couldn't do it, TikTok wouldn't give you credit for doing it. And so that's the reality of this conversation. You don't get banned. You don't get violated. You don't do any of that stuff. It is about how you engage, how you as a live host are engaging, and then how you educate your viewers how to engage. So I say that because I want you all to be great. I don't want you to be held back, but that is a part of how you activate the room. And so I want you to be intentional about that. Do you go live every day, Toya? I do go live every day. 7 days a week. Now, and I'm going to say this, Toya. Thank you for saying that, actually, asking that question, because I go live twice a day. I go live at 10 a.m., which is now Eastern, and then I come back at 4 p.m. Eastern. However, um, yesterday I couldn't come on at 4 because I had to go pick up my daughter from moving out her college dorm. So she's home now. And then today I can't do 4 o'clock because my 5-year-old, he is a ring bearer in my friend's wedding, which is tomorrow, and they're doing the rehearsal tonight. So today I can't go at 4. Tomorrow I can't go at 4 because of the wedding. And then Sunday is Mother's Day. And I think they're going to be taking me to dinner, you all, I think. And so because of that, I can't go live, but I will miss you all, and happy Mother's Day to all my friends in the room who are mothers. I appreciate you all because we are doing our thing. And in this room, TikTok streets or the real streets cannot run without us. I'm just going to say that out loud. Okay. He said, I'm working hard. Look at you, friend. You are out in these streets. And so thank you for all the useful tips. You're welcome, friend. That's what I do. I come back, I share it. Like I tell you all the time, each one teach one. I'm still stuck with 3 to 6 people in my real lives. Um, Jamie Lee, what's happening, friend? What's happening there? I think the engagement outside the live is going to be really where it's at for you. You're gonna have to really find your community. I know you've shared that before, like it's so hard to find because you're so niched, but I think that's what you're gonna have to really do. Spend some time in the content in the other parts of the streets. Thank you. Same to you. You're welcome, friend. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you. Gotcha. Yep. How do you comment in your own lives? How do you comment in your own lives? When you click more, there's an option to comment. I'm going to say hello, everyone. Yep. So I just commented. And then I'm going to pin my own comment. Yep. That's how you do it. Yep. So that's what you do. And you can make that comment go away too. So yeah, that's how you do it. In the comment section, you can comment in your own live and you can respond to people's comments too. So Rebecca, yeah, so you can respond there too. Thank you. Give me 1 second. I think TikTok is saying I'm unstable, but hopefully I'm not buffering. Am I buffering? Let me know if I'm. Yes, but thank you all so much. Yes, definitely. I see your friend. Thank you so much. We're gonna get to chatting and stuff. And so, yeah, Lamecca, let me know if you got that. That's how you comment in your own live. Grab your daily heart me. Yes, thank you so much. I just found that out yesterday. Yes, yeah, you can comment. Thanks. Yep, you can comment in your own live. You said a little how it says, how do you pin something? You hit the words, you click the words of that person. Um, and then in my words, I went back where I just pinned myself. I clicked my words. I clicked my words and pinned it there. Yep. Because when you click the words, not the person's name, not their image, you hit the words that they just wrote, and then the screen pops up and it says pin comment, and that's what you do. How you doing, Holly Q? I see your friend. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see you all. Hello, everybody. I'm on for activate, so that helps me understand some things. Yes. Oh, I am glitching. I thought I was. TikTok said my internet was unstable. TikTok, shame on you. I'm unable to pin comments on my lives, but my mod can. I have to ask them to pin my comments. Um, Interesting, Elba. I, huh. I wonder if that's the settings. Do you have it where only your mods go into your settings? I wonder if that's the settings you have turned on. Yeah, go into there and see in your comment settings. Like, okay, let's see. I don't have mods right now, but yeah, I don't know if that's a settings issue. Yeah, I would say. I just looked in the settings. I can't see where it's at, but maybe if you add a moderator, maybe that's a setting that you gave them to add it for you. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know what's happening there. You said I got live access again. Did you, friend? Short stuff. Look at you. Congratulations. Okay, cool. Thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, I wonder if that's a settings situation there. Morning. How you doing, Kimberly? Yeah, check it out. Yeah, check your settings and just see if there's something that you gave your moderators access to pin and you don't have it. I'm not sure what's going on. Switch back to my original account. How to learn to balance two accounts. Yeah, yeah. You're having to do it. Hey, how you doing, Miss Cassie? How are you, friend? How do you pin something when they gift you? How do you pin something when they gift you? You can, well, when people get levels, you can pin the celebration. When they gift you, it's set up there. So maybe they put a comment and you are then supporting their comment by sharing this is a person that's high engager, but you can't, unless I'm wrong, you can't pin them for the gift. You're pinning them because of their comment. I think that's what you're saying. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. Okay. I see the letters. Let me know if I missed something. Hey, thank you. Okay. Yes. Someone. Ellen, are you spelling? Let me know if you're spelling something. Let me know what's happening there. Hello, everyone. Appreciate you all. Blue, thank you so much for coming in. Okay, friends, I don't know if I'm still being filtered. Let me know if there's something happened or if I'm still buffering. Okay, thanks. I mean, does TikTok put us up on the top when we give, or do we do that? TikTok, that's part of when someone sends a rose or something like that and you float at the top. That is TikTok. Is that what you're asking? That's a TikTok thing. When you do the gift gallery and you are a title gifter, you're flying at the top because of TikTok. Now, with your comment, let me just show you an example. With your comment, I just click the words and I just pinned you. So your comment is pinned because I put those words, because I touched that and pinned your comment. But other than that, everything else is TikTok. Yeah, so up in top corner, sorry, top corner up here. If you click the 33, Kimberly, if you click the 33, you can see who are the title viewers. And those are people who have the most points in the room. And so they sit up here as the top two. So that's what you're talking about. Yeah. So that's something that TikTok does. And because of that, because there's 35 people in the room right now, TikTok is saying, okay, let me show who are the top viewers right now. Okay. Elba Gravitas is to add comments one letter at a time. You asked to spell one letter at a time. Interesting. Said to add comments one letter at a time. Huh. I don't think I've heard that. You asked to spell one letter at a time. Interesting. That's something they're telling you to do now. Oh, I would do that. I've never seen that before. Is that part? I don't know. I have not heard them say to do that, but just to create a comment buzz. Oh, interesting. If you're being filtered. Okay. If you're being filtered. Okay. Yeah, I can see that being filtered because I know I've said that, like put one word, separate your words, but you say one letter at a time to create a comment buzz. Okay. That's an interesting strategy. I could see that. I could see that being the case. It does help with comments matter. And so the same thing when I told you guys huge comments push you out on FYP. Yes. So when I say up here, I tell you guys to click up there and look at the question mark. To your point, Elba, is essentially when you click that question mark, it says comments, likes, gift count, watch time, all are part of the top viewer rankings. And essentially that helps to push your room out too. Essentially if people are here, they're engaging, they're connecting, they're doing all the things that will help to push your room out. How you doing, Vivian? I'm going to celebrate you real quick because I don't have my sticker up, but thank you so much. You reached level 14. Mari Exa, thank you so much. I appreciate you. He said I spelled out I would do that. Awesome. Dimples, how are you? Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you. Albert, that's very nice of you. I appreciate your friend. Thank you all. Very valuable information. Thanks. You're welcome, Sonia. Yeah. So GQ, she said GQ, Gravitas Q is the agency that I'm currently with, and I submitted my notice to end the relationship. So I am divorcing them. So we are getting a divorce. And I'm intentionally doing that because, I'm very much focused on if something is adding value and there's it's mutually beneficial for both, then I am going to focus on that. I'm going to pour into that relationship. I'm going to support that. However, I got to the point where Gravitas Q was not serving me well. It was not mutually beneficial. And at the end of the day, it was not adding value. And so I said, you know what, why am I with an agency that's not going to add value to me? So I submitted my paperwork. So I'm on a 30-day notice. And so you say you put in 2 weeks. No, you got to put in 30 days, RR. You can't put in 2 weeks. I wish it was 2 weeks. No, you got to submit a 30-day notice. So I'm with them until the end of this month. I submitted at the beginning of the month. And so my last day with them is May 31st. And so, and you said I needed this information. That's me like, look here, I need to put my papers in, my divorce papers. um, Bello Wello, how are you? How you doing, Dr. Ray? Thank you for coming in. So yeah, so you got to put in a 30-day notice. And then here's the catcher. You got to wait 2 months before you can go to another agency. I have to wait 2 months. So I have to wait 60 days. So essentially it's 90 days. So you got 30 days and then you got another 60 days you got to do. Do you pay for the agency? No, you don't pay for an agency. This is the Creative Network program. This is the agency. He's on the board. Is this law? What you mean? He's on the board. What does that mean? Gravitas Q. This is part of the TikTok policy. Let me maybe help me understand if that's your question, friend. I'm in my first 15 days and the gaming element is troubling for me. Well, are you with Gravitas, Sonia? Let me know if that's what you're with. You're you're doing a bid. I know. I mean the battle requirements. So to your point, that's actually one of the reasons why I'm making the decision to move on, because part of for me, my experience is my experience. It might be someone else's different. They may have a different experience and they may look at the situation differently. So I'm not just discounting or discrediting anybody else's experience with that particular agency. But for me, it's not part of my interest and focus to do it as frequently as they would like. And it was problematic for me to get feedback, constant feedback, and that's the only thing you're telling me to do. And so because I'm not interested in doing that on a consistent basis, that's not the agency for me. So it's an entertainment agency. That's pretty much what they consider themselves. And so if you are into that, if you're looking for that type of live room and you want support from an agency, by all means, you want to I think Gravitas Q was great with their initial training, tips and strategies, just like Elba said, spelling a word. I can get with that. I can see that being effective because you're telling the algorithm the room is activated, people are commenting, people are connecting. That activation matters. And so we'll talk about that a little bit more, but that activation matters. So some of their tips and strategies in terms of how to facilitate your room, how to be a great live host, also great tips and strategies. So I get it, and their videos are good. But at the end of the day, if I ask you, first of all, if I ask you about my imposter accounts and you can't give me a clear solution, like go to the TikTok legal website, fill out a copyright infringement form and submit that, and that'll get rid of them. Instead, you tell me just to block them. And I was like, I can't block them. They blocked me. I can't block them. Like every time I go back, I get no violation. So with that, it just troubled me. So I figured, you know what, this is not serving me. So I need to move on. But other people find value. They've been very intentional and strategic. And I will say some of those people, they run their rooms differently. So I'll talk about that in a second too, because I want you all to make sure you are building a room that is based on supporting people. You got to have a room that is focused on supporting people. And if you support people, they will support you. That's just the reality of this. If you're supporting them, they're going to support you. But if you are doing things where it's only self-serving you, it's self-serving, then you're not going to get support that way. It won't be that way for the long run. So I'm going to talk about that more because I want you all to understand that, because that is something that's happening a lot and people are missing the big picture here. Do they have a lot of requirements? No, they don't. You got to go live at least 20 days out the month for at least an hour. So if you're going consistently, it should be easy to fulfill that, but that is like the main requirement. He said, I heard the word divorce in my heart, and then I realized it was the agency speaking. I mean, the battle requirements. Yes. You're doing a bid. Yes. I use the word divorce because this is when I talk about partnerships, when I talk about relationships, I see it in that perspective. It's like everything you do is about how you are being in relationship with somebody. And to me, that's a relationship with an agency. And everybody got to do their part for a relationship to work, for a partnership to work. So when I said divorce, I was like, okay, we're dissolving this marriage. We're dissolving this relationship. And that's the way I see it. So that's why I use that word. Now, I know that word is not appropriate for every situation, but the way I see it, if I'm going to be in these streets and we working together, then you need to provide me support and protection, like against the imposter accounts, or help me understand how to grow and develop and learn and be a better version of myself. And if you're not doing that, then we don't need to be in a relationship. So that's where I see that. That's where I was going with that comment. But yes, thank you all. I see you. I see you all. How do I like Danny? What's Danny, friend? Bello, what's that? What's Danny? How do I like Danny? Let me know what you meant. Tippy, how you doing, Tippy? I see your friend. Toya, yes, indeed, they do run those rooms. OMG, yes, they do. Yes. Good morning. How you doing, Ern? How you doing, Annie? How are you, friend? Thanks, I appreciate this. You're welcome, friend. I appreciate you. Let's see. My other people have come in. You reached level 9. I'm going to put you up, Shay. Thank you so much. I might have missed somebody, but I appreciate you all being here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. True. Yep. You said I really appreciate the way you talk. Thank you so much. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh man, she's getting a divorce. Well, wait a minute. Let me say this. Hey. I have been divorced, y'all. I've been divorced. Been there, done that. Second marriage, on my second marriage. So been there, done that. And so at the end of the day, and I love my husband to death. I love my husband. But at the same time, I've been divorced before. So, hey, I've been through that situation. So I tell him all the time, I was like, look here, guy, been there. So let me be clear. I know how to do the process. Okay. I know what to do. So, but no, we're good. We are good. So no, we are all good. What's an agency? I heard another influencer say she likes GQ. I mean GC. GC, but you meant GQ. I think you meant GQ. Gravitas Q is the agency I'm currently with on this account. So this is one of, I tell people I got 2 accounts, but this is the only one that says Dr. Lisa. So if anybody takes my account, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income, then that is not me. Now, my other account is the Faces account that I'm actually about to change to Face Forward, where you will see my face, and it's going to be my TikTok shop. So I'm in the process of rebranding that. And I do belong to a different agency, a TikTok shop agency for that account. This account, I'm with the Creator Network program. That's what Live hosts, and Gravitas Q is one of the programs, one of the agencies under there. So I'm with Gravitas Q, and I do like their training as a live host. It helps you understand how to facilitate your room. It tells you a lot of tips about what you should do to make sure you get engagement and build support from your community. Great tips, great strategies, great information. However, they're considered what's called an entertainment agency, and a lot of their tips and strategies is based on you battling. So I tell people all the time, I posted about this. I tell people, understand where you don't pay an agency. Somebody asked that earlier. Angie, I think you asked the question. You do not pay an agency, a creator network agency. TikTok pays them, but you need to understand how do they get their money. And they generate their money through percentages that they get from the coordinating the battles that happen. So essentially what they promote is for you to battle. And that's the feedback you get, is encouraging you to battle more. And so if I'm not someone who's going to battle a lot, then I'm like, okay, you know what? That's not going to benefit me if I can't get other things from you, other tips and strategies and support. So that's where I'm at with that. Share tips. Thank you so much. I'm new, small business based in Texas. How you doing? Is it Zahari? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your friend. So you have a business account? You said me too. Thank you so much, friends. I see you. Can you explain battles? I sure can. How are you? Let me explain that. Where were you in Coach? Yeah, I was this morning. She had the Evolve agency in our live this morning. I didn't stay for the Evolve agency. I didn't get that piece of it. I heard a recap at the end, and um, so I didn't hear what she's. I didn't hear the Evolve agency speaker, so I need to look her up. So I'm actually going to write that down because I want to look into other agencies. Um, here's some I would need to hear more from them, and I hope it's not battling. So please tell me it wasn't battling. Do they battle a lot? Is that the focus? Brave to do marriage a second time. Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm going through now, so that's why it hit me. Oh, you're going through what now? Oh, I'm sorry, friend. Okay, I got you. My bad. Yeah, no problem. I got you, friend. Yes, I know it's hard. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to minimize anything in terms of a relationship ending. So I totally agree. Can you battlings? Battles are the competitions that you see on TikTok, typically 5-minute competitions where you are competing against the traditional method, another live host, but they have other formats. There's team battles, there's individual box battles. So essentially, you're competing for points. In your room, it's like a split screen. So you have your room of supporters, they have their room of supporters, and you're trying to get people to tap, like, share, gift, and battling that 5-minute stint is where people gift at the highest level that they normally don't gift at. And so it's encouraged to do battles because people are gifting, people are supporting that live host, and you're competing for points. So it's a form of monetization because you're gifting. Hey, oh, how you doing? Holly Q. It's a form of monetization for the live hosts and obviously the agencies too. Are agencies required when you want to go live? No, Toya, you do not need an agency. Like I said, think about it as a level of training and support so that you can be a better live host. But obviously, you are in agreement to be with them, so you're under a contract for live hosts is under the Creator Network program. Are you doing some type of digital marketing products? I received a check from someone. Am I doing some type of Angie? You talking about I didn't communicate with you, but I do have my stand store. I do have products in there. You received a chat from someone. That's not me. Angie, I don't think I would have chatted with you, but let me know. What did they say? Let me know. Yes, your picture today. No, it definitely wasn't me today. It was not me, friend. Oh, they're getting real slick, huh? They're in my live, so they're being real slick. Interesting. So they're now mentioning digital products. Interesting. Because they usually mention cryptocurrency and investing. Expensive. What's that? Oh my God, Lisa, Dr. Lisa, what happened? Expensive. Okay, thank you. Interesting. Okay, thank you. I will block them. Please block them. No, it's not me, friend. No, I didn't. I mean, honestly, I haven't reached out to anybody today. When I woke up this morning, took my son to daycare. I went to Coach Miss Vicky's room and I went to DJ's room. So there's 2 live rooms that I frequent today, but I didn't communicate with anybody. Yeah. So yeah, other than that, other than sitting on people's rooms. And I did that like probably about 15 minutes before I came here. So no. So it was not me. Crypto is what I've seen under your name. I have told you that I haven't seen them lately. Yeah, there's 3 more because I know somebody reached out to me. So I know there are 3 more out there. Uh, my fake account tries to get my followers to buy some stuff of readings from me. Interesting. How cute. Have you done the copyright infringement? Have you done that? Yeah. So you need to do that. It was all about digital products, and they wanted to know why I didn't have money to buy. Oh, really? Oh, that's slick. Oh, that makes me upset. So anyway, so yeah, I definitely will be doing my imposter report right after this call. So right after this call, because I don't want them to do that and confuse people about my stand store or anything like that. So anyway, we're gonna work on that one, but definitely block them because they're gonna be banned in like the next probably like 72 hours. So if I submit it today, TikTok will get rid of them. They sent the notice to me like Monday. They didn't do it over the weekend. They sent the notice like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. So he said, OMG, yes, I told them they were rude. Yes, they're crazy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, y'all. Uh, so anyway, y'all, I am going to stay focused. I'm going to stay centered. Anyway, the imposter accounts, that they really bother me because I heard people say, imitation is a form of flattery. I am not flattered at all by this. So it is, yes, it's rude. It's very rude and very disrespectful. And I will be submitting my notice about that too. So we will get them gone. So reconcile. Thank you so much for being in the room. I appreciate you, friend. We're going to put you up for leveling up. Okay, friends, let's do this. Any other questions? Let's talk about how to make sure you are actively engaged in the room. So you want to tap the screen. If you are new to my room, and if you ask the question I didn't get to it, let me know. Repeat your question, because sometimes TikTok will filter you. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer questions too. So not our fault. People are, yes, desperate, but it's not okay to mess with our communities. I know. I know. I wish I could screenshot it for you. Yeah. Oh gosh. Um, it's interesting you say that, because that's what I think TikTok needs to improve, where you can attach different messages. You could do that in Instagram. So I like the group chat over there, because you could easily screenshot that and share it with me. But in TikTok, you can't do that. So I'm disappointed that they don't have that yet. So everyone in the chat, and those who have come in and those who are new, get your daily heart me. Yes, thank you so much, Mari Exa. Yes, the daily heart me is what you want to get. Have an amazing day. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. You can forward it to. Um, can you let me know? Travel. So those screenshots you were sending me were, those forwarded messages were messages that they were sending you. Because when you sent them, I was confused. It didn't show up that way. I assumed you were sending me stuff that you wrote, but you weren't. You were sending me messages that they wrote. That is how I was able to get it to you. Oh, in my mind, I was like, why is she sending me this information? Oh, okay. Now it makes sense. That is correct. Oh, because the way it shows up, it doesn't show up as a forwarded message. It looks as if you wrote it. It shows up as if it's your comments. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, you could not screenshot it. Interesting. Because you said, I will send it. And then next thing you sent was like messages. I was like, what is she sending me? And I was like, and in my mind, I was thinking, I was like, maybe this is the message, but maybe it's not. I was like, maybe this is it. So, okay, I get it now. I get what you were doing. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't show up as a forwarded message. It shows us up as if you wrote that. And it did seem, you said, girl. But it seemed like I was like, why is she sending this? But I was like, okay. But then you were like, okay, and this is, I was like, okay, now I get it. I need to go back and read. So when I read it, it does sound weird. You're right. I was thinking this needs to know this. Yes, thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, I get it now. I'm gonna have to go back and read exactly how they word it, because it sounds, and it doesn't even sound like me. That's the thing about it. I was like, okay, well, that sounds weird. It's like it was very random. Anyway, so let me go back and read that. And I will be submitting the paperwork after this conversation. So I will just sit down and do it, because I was going to do it this evening after I got done with the rehearsal dinner stuff, but I'm going to do it before I leave. So that'll be fine. I'll get it done. So there's no confusion out there. Thank you so much. Impressed. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Um, so anyway, y'all, the imposter accounts I'm so over them. So, but at the end of the day, you got to keep moving on forward. At the end of the day, it is very much about making sure you stay consistent. That's what I say. I don't let all the noise confuse me. I just try to make sure that I stay focused and stay right here. And I want you all to do the same. As you grow, as you build your community, people will support you. People will come. I'm nervous. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this out loud to you all, because I am about to rebrand my other account. It's faceless now, but being face forward, I'm probably going to deal with this situation there too. So I probably need to talk about that agency, or talk to that agency about what else I can do, but it's probably nothing I can do. It is what it is. Holly Q, you probably will have the same issue with your account too. as you're building the second page. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna stay grounded. I'm gonna stay focused. It is quite okay. Spiritual soul, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming in. Make sure you guys get your daily heartbeat. We're gonna get to chatting and talking. Let me know if there are any questions about agencies. I know we spent some time there. The other agency I belong to is a TikTok shop agency, which is different from the creator network agency. So those are two different types of agencies. So Live Legion is the agency I recently signed up with for my TikTok shop, account. And essentially, I'm going to focus that the faceless account I just talked about to be a TikTok shop account. And so with that, I'm working with them. I appreciate the advice about copyright infringement reporting. Absolutely. Like I said, you have to sit down and go. Now that you have another account, you can go to your other account and find those copycatters, and then ultimately do screenshots of their page, because you got to upload that documentation. That's why I said it's a quick process, but it does take you to be intentional about what you're doing. How you doing, love with love? How are you, friend? How you doing, Cinnamon? Happy Friday, friend. How's everything going? Cinnamon, you still have not done your homework, friend. Okay, what does TikTok Shop Agency do for you? Oh, well, let me talk about that. The agency is Live Legion in particular. Every agency has their own approach in terms of what they do and how they do it. So in terms of what type of support they offer. So I can talk about Live Legion because she's come to my live. She came Saturday and Sunday and talked about her resources, what she's offering, and how she'll support the creators that are under the agency. So I could talk about that agency in particular. I don't want to assume all agencies are the same. I know of a couple others, and I know superficially kind of the things and resources they offer. And I would say it's probably similar. It's going to be similar support to help you understand what you need to do to be successful in terms of training, coaching, guidance, to be successful with your TikTok shop, as well as shoppable videos and shoppable lives. So Live Legion, a lot of the work that she's supporting is helping you be a successful a shoppable live host, as well as your video content. I'm not going to say that she doesn't spend time there, but I think the goal in what she promoted in her conversation with us is that going live and doing shoppable lives is where TikTok is investing a lot of time and resource in. The algorithm is supporting a lot of those rooms. So you want to be intentional about, look at you. How you doing, Bountiful? I appreciate your friend. Welcome to the live. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much. Hello. And I see the sub stickers coming out too. And so, and thank you so much with love for sharing out the live. How you doing, favorite RT Nikki? Thank you so much for coming in and Empower for liking a live. So with that, so she's really helping you understand how to be a successful live host, because she recognizes that there's a lot of time and investment that TikTok is putting into that format for shoppable, for TikTok shop, essentially. And so she's supporting you in that way, as well as giving you additional resources, training. She's attending a lot of the sessions with TikTok, and she's then bringing that to her creators under the agency to make sure that you're successful. There's a lot of hands-on support. There's one-on-one coaching. There's one-on-one coaching calls, as well as monthly meetings where she's offering guidance and support on a monthly basis to the creators under her. She has a Discord with a lot of information too. So really, so far, and others who are with the agency, by all means, share what your thoughts are. I have to admit, so far I'm impressed. Thank you, Alba. I see the sub stickers. Look at you. I love it. Thank you so much. Hello, sweetie pie. So far, I'm really impressed with her level of detail, her level of information sharing, her ability to make everybody feel like they can do this. You said I'm impressed too. Yes, I have to admit, she's about that business. So far, so good. Now, obviously, it's up to you as an individual to do your part. And that's where you got to figure out, okay, how can you do this? How can you do it successfully and make sure that you are going to grow? Okay. And so I'm excited too. Awesome. So I'm really impressed with her. I know I got some work to do because I got to rebrand. I have to make sure that I am actively supporting that page. I had not been. And so it's where I put a lot of time and effort into this page. I need to now do that for my other page. And so I'm trying to work through that and fit it in. Just so happened this was a weekend where I had these other external things happening with the wedding and picking up my daughter. And so I don't have a lot of time to allocate to that page. And so I'm going to have to wait until probably Monday. I'm going to really have to do a deep dive Monday. You said your one-on-one was great with Jess. So was mine. Thank you so much, favorite. I see your friend. So was mine. I was, like I said, she's really good. She's a go-getter. And to know that she's doing this and she's managing about 40 of us. And she did tell me, and I'll say this out loud because I told her she's welcome to come back. She did share that she is going to take additional spots because the reality, and I know this from my own support and service that I offer to individuals, you don't get 100% of the people engaging and doing the work. And because you don't get 100%, you always have, it's like almost like an 80-20 rule. You always have a little bit of room for people to come in. So I want to say that because there may be many of you sitting like, oh, I wish I could have done this, or I'm thinking about doing it, or I'm trying to get my TikTok shop approval. And then where can I get the support to grow? I will say, I'm not going to speak 100% for her, but I will say there's probably going to be room either in the short term or later down the road for people to apply and get into the agency as she's building this up. So there will be people who will fall off and not participate. And then there's people who don't want to do it anymore, whatever the case may be, where she will have space available for others. But she did tell me that she's going to try to get up to 50. So if you are someone who's interested, you once you let me read a few comments, but there are a couple of things you want to keep in mind as you think about doing TikTok shop and making sure you have a solid application. The building new page is work, but I know it will be awesome. Yes, it is building. It is work. That's why I said I've done a few steps. I just haven't actually put it on that page yet because I don't want to put it out there until I'm ready to actually launch. So I'm trying to make sure I do some stuff behind the scenes first, and then I'm going to try to launch by Monday, maybe even Sunday night. So we'll see if I can make that happen with the other stuff that's taking up time. I really came in this morning to say thank you because I have learned so much from you. Look at you. Dr. B, I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate the encouragement. I love hearing that. And so I so appreciate it. She said 8 more spots. Okay, so you spoke to her recently, 8 more spots inspired. That's Coach Miss Jessie. I got my first 1K views on the new account. Look at you. I love that. Awesome. Yes. Yes, so that's good. Now what? Okay. You said just woke up and found that I got approved for the Amazon affiliate and TikTok affiliate programs, both. Now what? Oh, congratulations, friend. Yes. Okay, so here's the now what. Real quick, now what? I was on her live. You was on who live? Who live? Let me know what you meant by that, Coach Miss Jessie. Who's live? Were you? Oh, you were on Live Legion. She had a live that she did. Congratulations. Let me know if that's who you were talking about. Live Legion. She had a live session that she did, and she talked about it. 8 more spots. Okay. Yes. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So, I gotta look and see when she goes live. I need to probably pop in on her live too. um, so Live Legion, her name is Jessica. Jessica is with Live Legion Agency. Do you have to already have? Okay, let me say that first. Dr. B, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. Let me say a couple things. TikTok shop, yes. So, and you have the Gym Hair by Nikki. Do you have TikTok shop on that page? Favorite? Let me know if you have TikTok shop on that page. So, which is probably the page you want to do it on, not this page. Not that one. You don't have it on that one. You have it on this one. Can you share that this person? Can you share? Only this one I have it. Okay. Favorite, let me answer your question. Travel, what did you say, Frank? You said, can you share this person at? Um, you know what? Look, you're gonna have to look her up. Let me put I'm gonna put in the comments. It's Live Legion Agency. Let me put in the comments and I'm gonna pin my comment. So to answer favorites comment, and Dr. B, follow me. Stay with me for thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. Both of you stay with me because I want to make sure I'm answering questions, and it's probably an overlap for both of your comments. Okay, so in order to get with Live Legion, which I just pinned, you can go to home screen and just search that and you'll get to her page. It's probably, I'm going to assume her username is probably Live Legion or Live Legion Agency. So um, you can go search her there, and Jessica is on the screen. You'll see just Jessica's face, and you can see when she goes live too. I have to look and see what she has in her profile in terms of her live times. But if you want TikTok Shop, there's a couple things that you want to keep in mind. If you want to, well, I'm sorry, if you want to get with the agency, there's a couple things you have to keep in mind. You do have to have TikTok Shop approval. Favorite, and you're probably very similar to Halaku, curated by Halaku, as well as Inspired Expressions, which is Coach Miss Jessie. They created a second page. Their current page has TikTok Shop approval, but they created a second page because they applied to the agency under their current page and got approved. However, they want to shift their approval to the new page they're creating now. That is going to be their TikTok Shop page. Okay, so you could do that. And you can apply. Thank you so much. You can apply with the understanding that you're going to build up a second page and get the approval for that second page to be your TikTok Shop page. Does that make sense? Let me know if you follow me on that one. So you definitely have to have TikTok Shop approval. You also need to make sure you say yes. Now, the only caveat to this page, your favorite page, is that you cannot be with an agency already, okay? Because she can't have you actually, there's an application that you said, I'm not. Okay, that's good. The network is not networking. Oh, it's not networking. It's acting up right now. Hopefully, if you go out and come back in, Dr. B, maybe it'll work for you if I'm buffering. TikTok has been acting goofy for me today. I'm not sure why, but I've been getting some glitches. Thank you so much, Chantel. If you are with an agency, and this is for the group, if you are with an agency, uh, a creator network agency like Gravitas Q, for example, you cannot be with her agency as a TikTok Shop agency. Currently, you can't do two agencies at once, even though they're two different programs. They're not approving that right now. I get it to a certain extent because essentially the Creator Network programs are teaching you how to be a great live host. So they're pouring into you. And then her focus is really ultimately to make sure you can be a great shoppable live host. Two different programs, but a similar mechanism of going live. So I see why that could be a conflict of interest if you have two different agencies supporting you. So you only can be with one. He said, it is a challenge to build a new account, but also great to start a fresh page with intention. Yes. In Halaku, let me underscore that, because what Jess teaches you is how to brand yourself on your TikTok Shop account. So you're branding yourself to be attractive to brands and being intentional about being marketable essentially to brands. And so that page is going to be specific to building up your niche when it comes to thinking about what type of products you want to promote, whether it's beauty or fashion or wellness or health or electronics, whatever you're going to do. And then obviously your photo is going to be brand appropriate. You'll have a photo, a headshot essentially. And so you said, I already have all the evidence. What's that mean? Hold on. Let's get the imposters out. I mean the trolls out of the room, y'all. Just so I don't have to be distracted by whatever they're talking about. Okay. And so it's really helping you understand how do you brand effectively for an agency. Okay, or for I'm sorry, through the for a brand. And so she's teaching you how to do that. And then obviously your bio has to be very specific. So there's some things that she's helping you think about in terms of what type of shoppable live host or TikTok shop host you want to be. Really interesting in, from that perspective, because you know you don't know what you don't know. And if you're trying to do this and do this successfully, then there is a branding element that has to happen on the onset of this. And then as you're creating content, as you're talking about your TikTok shop products and the things you're doing, as you're being intentional when it comes to knowing your target audience and talking to them. Same things I talk about here, but essentially now you're applying that from a TikTok shop perspective, which is really intriguing because you're not being this person that's just going to have a random video out there or a random product you're talking about. You are talking to your audience. You're being intentional about how you're promoting. All that plays into it. You're being intentional about your the quality of your shoppable video. You're being intentional about your setup for your shoppable live. So all that is the training she's providing so that you can be successful. And so that I do appreciate. It's a lot. You're in school, you're learning, you're doing this stuff. And again, she set you up for success. So that's what I feel like. Okay, if I have all this information, and I tell you all the time, I'm a learner. I like learning new things. So if I have all the information that's going to set me up for success, then now it's up to me to apply it and to utilize it. And now, everybody don't necessarily do that. So you said me too. Yep. Me too. You said me too. so so that's what I'm excited about, the possibility. I'm excited about knowing that I'm definitely in the right I'm getting the right level of support. Okay. Especially being a new person. And TikTok shop, I'm new. I'm essentially new. I know enough to be dangerous. But at the end of the day, I have not activated my accounts on this page or the other page fully. I've not really done a whole lot of TikTok shop stuff. And so with that, I'm now happy that I'm gonna be able to do that and do it correctly. So Jim Hare, you came back in under your other account, favorite. I see you, friend. Now this account, okay, this account is new then, Wigs and Bundles Fast. Okay, awesome. Yeah, this account is fairly new. So I would say, you say yes. So I would say try to get this account set up with TikTok Shop as well, and get it approved for it. So you want to get your follower count. I gave tips to make sure that you're also notifying TikTok that you want TikTok Shop on that account. I'm kind of afraid to do anything with an agency or a new account because I'm so busy outside of TikTok. Yeah, that's the thing about it. And that was partially why I really didn't investigate and explore TikTok Shop because of my schedule. I'm moving some stuff around. Thank you so much, friend. I'm moving some stuff around and I'm actually going to be very active and have the hopefully the bandwidth to take it on. But it is a thing. It really is a thing. Um, that's what I'm trying to do. I learn so much as possible so I can figure out what I want to do with this account. Um, I will tell you this, friend Cinnamon. What's her new account name? Who you talking about? You talking about Jim Hair by Nikki? Is that what you're talking about? Inspired. Let me know if that's what you're saying. Jim Hair by Nikki is who I was just talking to. Regina, congratulations. How you doing, friend? So yeah, she's in the chat. You can connect with her. I'll ping you real quick, friend. Let's see. Okay, so there you go. So that's who I was just talking about. Is that who you were talking about? Yeah. Okay. You said me? Yes. Okay. Here's what I would tell you, Cinnamon, and this is for you, and this is for anybody else in the room. I don't want you to overthink the process, though. And sometimes I say this all the time, overanalysis becomes paralysis. And so what I actually say to do is that you learn by doing too. So you want to be in it. Because if you're just sitting back saying, okay, well, let me do this research, let me do this, let me do that, then you missed opportunities. So when it comes to, let me talk about TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop really is a thing you want to do now and get yourself in the pipeline of, you say yes. You want to get yourself in the pipeline of creators that are out here doing TikTok Shop pretty much over this summer, like June, we're in May. So May, June, July, August, September, you want to be in the pipeline now, because what will happen is that the holiday seasons are going to come, season will come the latter part of the year. And those people who are already doing TikTok Shop, learning the ropes, understanding this process, understanding how to do videos, doing it well, doing it obviously a nice amount of that, videos too. Then when that holiday come around, you're in it, and that's where the money's being made. So this is the time to start learning, to start doing, to activating this and being in it. You got to be, because once the summer ends, that whole wave of people who are already primed, the algorithm already in the pipeline, already doing TikTok Shop, are the people who are going to be, who are going to win, who are going to benefit the most. Okay, those are the people. Yeah, great time to learn before the holidays. It is. It is. You want to be right in the mix right now, because this is where it's going to happen. So if you can get your account, and I'm just going to say this out loud to you. So this is for you, Jim Hare. This is for you, my friend, Dr. B, who has Amazon in TikTok Shop. This is the time that you want to get your account up and running and get going. And hold on, we got another troll in the room. I got to make sure we remove trolls, y'all. We got to stay focused. Um, In other words, just go for it. Yes, absolutely. You got to. You say, got you. Yep. You got to go for it. If that is looking, if that is what you want to do. And so what I had to do for myself, and I always be transparent with you all, I had to do it myself. I had to sit back and say, okay, I got that other account over there. I'm not activating it really. I go over there. I might have posted, the last time I posted probably was like late March. I haven't done anything in the last 6 weeks. Thank you so much. You were coming in the room. I see your friends. And I haven't done anything with it. And I was like, okay, I need to do something with that account. And so when she came to my live, in full transparency, I reached out to her because I'm in a different Discord with her. She was somebody, when I first started this journey, I had gone to her lives early on. She had come to my live, and I went to one of her lives. She's like, hey, I got this Discord. I'm helping people behind the scenes. I was part of her other Discord group. And I would see posts from her periodically. And I had become so busy, I really wasn't looking in the Discord for her content as much. And I saw where she had posted that she had started Live Legion. She might have started probably early April. It's been a few weeks ago. And I saw that post and I was like, okay, she started an agency. Interesting. And I went to her. I reached out to her in her DMs and I said, hey, I would love to talk to you about, how did you start an agency? Because I was like, I'm not happy with Gravitas. I'm still with them. I'm about to leave them. And I'm curious about what's the process to start an agency. Because you guys have told me like, oh, Dr. Liz, you should start an agency. So it was in the back of my mind. I was like, well, let me just ask her what she did. And she said, well, no, Dr. Lisa, this is actually a different agency. This is under TikTok Shop. And it's an agency for people who want to be a live host for TikTok Shop. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I said, in all honesty, I said, well, I have a lot of people who come to my live that ask about TikTok Shop. Maybe you can come one of my lives one day and just talk about the process. And she's like, oh, I would love to do that. So that's how that conversation happened. And she said she would come. And I was like, okay, well, let's find a time for you to come. And I had that conversation with her like on a Monday. And she's like, okay, let's try Saturday. And so that's what we did. So she came. And again, it wasn't my thought that I was going to activate that account. But as she started talking, I was like, okay, well, wait a minute. I'm with Gravitas. I know I can't do it here. Look at the collaboration. That's it. That's it. You just talk to people. You just reach out to people, connect with people. And I said, well, wait a minute. I said, I'm with Gravitas. So you told me I can't have Gravitas, but I do have this other account. Can I do it on the other account? And you guys saw me ask the question. I asked the question in real time. And she said, yes. And I was like, oh, well, let me think about this. And honestly, my time, my capacity, I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling. But I was like, you know what? If you're going to do this, then you just got to put yourself out there and do it. You just got to do it. Okay. Hello, how are you, Rob Arbor? Thank you for being here, friend. You said I'm new to TikTok. You are new, but you are growing, friend. You're doing well. You got live access too. Look at you. Yes, just start going live. That's the first step. I'll talk about that in a second, but I want you all to do it. Just do it. That's it. You just got to do it. Sometimes you're going to put yourself, you're going to be out of your comfort zone. Y'all know I don't do shoppable lives, but I understand the concept behind it. I understand the features and benefits. Now, what she's showing you is like next level shoppable lives. And so you're learning from someone who's going to tell you how to do it at a scale that's going to reach obviously your audience, but even more because you're learning how to set your shop up, your background and how to set up your products and how to talk about the products. So you're learning from someone who's going to help you be successful at it. So for that reason, I'm impressed with what's happening, but it does take you being a person that's going to put yourself out there and do it. It's tough, but I make time to be on the new account, cultivate my new, yes, friend. Yes, I appreciate you. Yes, said yes. Thanks for your insights, powerful shares. Yes, that's it. You just got to do it, guys. It will happen, but you just got to be willing and open. Thank you, Dee Dee's. Look at you, friend. Great content creator. Hello, everyone, community. Thank you so much for who will I have to talk to about this? What you mean, boss moves? What you want to know, friend? You want to know about TikTok Shop? I pinned her earlier. Let me do this. I put in the comments. I'll pin it again. It is the agency is Live Legion Agency. Okay, let me send it, and I'm gonna pin my comment. Okay, so Live Legion. You say yes, Live Legion. You said I didn't convince y'all to join. Rob Robert said, how do I join? Here's the deal, Rob Arby. You got a new account, friend. So you got a fairly new account. You got to get in TikTok Shop. So if you have TikTok Shop, you can join. What do I miss? Are we able to have two different agencies? God's Girl, you can have an agency per account. Maybe that's the best way to say it. You can be with an agency per account. One agency per account that you have. So right now on this account, I have Gravitas Q. Although I put in my notice, I'm leaving Gravitas. On my other account, I have Live Legion. That's going to be my account focused on TikTok Shop. So it's an agency per account. Yep. We are following your lead. Look at y'all. Trixie, how are you, friend? Yes, friend. We gonna follow my lead. We gonna see how this goes. Because like I said, I am no expert when it comes to TikTok Shop. I know a little bit to be dangerous. I understand. Obviously, I'm comfortable going live. I'm becoming more comfortable with my content creation. That's still evolving evolution for me, essentially. And so I'm trying to learn. I'm learning as I do. That's all I can say about that. But at the end of the day, I love the experience. I love being here. I love connecting with people. I love everything about this experience. So I would say just do it. So what's the best to set your account up? Best Raw Barbie, let's see. What do you mean? What's the best to set your account up? You're saying in terms of growing your account, friend? Joyful Friday, Dr. Lisa. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much, dear. I appreciate you, friend. You know more. You said, what did you say? Uh, I miss it. You know more than me. But how are you? Thank you so much. So I could sign up now with the intent of getting TikTok Shop on this page. Q and Coach Miss Jessie. The answer to that is yes. I just want to make sure I say that because you guys both did that. We're all in this together. Yes, we are. I'm still new at all this. Yes, this is foreign to me. You got this, friend. You got it. You got it. It is about doing it and staying in it and learning. Me too. Learn as I go. That's it. That's it. The way TikTok changes every day, we're gonna keep learning forever. Yeah. Hey, look here. Let's be real. When I say practice makes progress, you ain't getting perfect. You just gonna keep learning. That's it. Yeah, I got you. What happened, Mama T? What's the nope? What's the nope about, friend? Let me know if I said something Was that nope to me being the two accounts? Let me understand. Happy Friday, friend. Okay, I have to go into a meeting. I'd rather be here with you. Oh, look at you, Alba. Appreciate you. We should support our new accounts. Yes, that's it. Support these new accounts, friends. Anybody in the room, thank you. So, Barbie, let me say this. When you come into a room, and this is for everybody, when you come into a room, part of it is making sure you guys are commenting and engaging. Okay. Comments matter. So as you are connecting with other people, you want to follow them do that at symbol and put a comment. So if you were to click, I'm going to show you guys real quick. If you click your photo right now, so D, just love you. Do your live, Dr. Thank you so much. So anybody who put a comment in the box that says hi. Just put a comment in the box. I'm going to show you what you need to do. I thought they were saying that they can do it without having TikTok Shop already. Oh, okay, yeah. They have TikTok Shop on a different account, and then they're starting. That's what cultivating Holocue and Inspired Expressions and Jim Hare. They have a second account that does not have TikTok Shop, but their first account does. Their other account does. And so they do have an account that has TikTok Shop. Will she give a certain amount of time to get TikTok Shop? You know what? That's a great question. Let me ask the question for my friends who got it. When last checked, it was eight slots left. There we go. You're great. Thank you. Hi. Yes, Coach Miss Jessie said she went to, I guess, one of her lives, and she said 8 slots were left that she would take on. I'm asking her now. Laugh out loud. Okay, awesome. Okay. When it comes to where you put the word hi, I want you to click your photo. And when you click your photo, or if you click somebody else's photo, maybe you should click somebody else's photo, you'll see where it has where you could follow them or follow them back. I'm not following you back, Mama T. And then when you put a comment, you can see right next to where you follow them at, there's an @ symbol, the little ampersand symbol. That's where you can put a comment real quick. So you can follow them and the screen is still showing. And then you can hit that @ symbol. And I'm going to say, hello, friend. And you want to put words, and this is for my friend Rob Beauty. You want to put words that are something, not the scoop, not the gotcha, not the follow, not the connected. You're going to say, hello, friend. How are you? Good morning. Nice to meet you here. I'm going to engage with your content. Look at their bio. Maybe put something specific to their bio. So you want to actively do that in a live. When you come into a live, you want to connect with people. Now I'm going to tell you guys this. Here's the reason why you're really doing it. Not that you're doing it for you, but you're also doing it for the live. Okay? Because TikTok wants to see you engaging. TikTok wants to see the comments flowing. TikTok wants to see people liking a live, sharing a live. That engagement matters. Okay? That engagement matters to the room. It activates the room. Okay? Tap right out of the room. Did you? I love it. Thank you for coming back, friend. So that engagement matters. So as people are connecting and growing their accounts and meeting with different people and doing that engagement, the room gets activated. Okay. You said thank you. So Rob Barbie, when you in a room like this, you want to grow your account. Now, my room, I'm going to tell you this right now about my room. My room are people who are coming in, and these are engagers. My room are made up of a lot of people who understand the assignment. They got a bio, they got a photo, they are connected with people. They got a username and a unique nickname and username. And so they are being intentional. Now, there's some people who still need to work on that, Cinnamon. Cinnamon, you got me out here looking real bad right now because I know you've been in my room a few times. But with that being said, my other folks, they know what to do. Okay. And so you want to make sure that your profile is optimized. You want to make sure you do that so TikTok knows who you are and what you're all about. Okay. Only 5. Oh, she said only 5 slots left. Look at you. I know, trying to figure out all this stuff out. Cinnamon, you just on your profile, hit edit profile. And then I want you to put a photo. I don't care if it's a picture of your pet or flowers. It ain't got to be your photo, but just put a photo there. Take something from your camera roll. Go out into your outside and take a picture of the sky and the sunset or the skyline. Put that in your photo, your image. And then you're going to put some words and say, hey, TikTok, I am cinnamon. Cinnamon and spice. Okay. Put some words and then you can go back and fix it later. So that's what you're going to do. That's your homework for today. He said, cinnamon, come on, Fred. He said, I said that to her earlier too. She called me out. So that's it. That's your homework, cinnamon. Cinnamon, get a bio. Oh, that's right. Mari X, I did call you out too. I sure did. I call out my people. So, yes. Hello from Washington State. How are you, Shadow Dancer? Appreciate you. I'm sorry. That's the lady's name about the TikTok shop. Say that again. You said, I'm sorry. What's the lady about the TikTok shop? Her name is Jessica, but her agency is Live Legion Agency. Live Legion Agency. Okay. So, so yeah, definitely connect with people. Make sure you guys are engaging and connecting because that, like I said, it does help the room. It also helps you all in terms of grow. This is not, I say this is a learn room. I say it all the time. We're not a grow room. You all bios are fun. Enjoy creating your new persona. That's true. But what I like about you is that you do it nicely. Other people turn me off by yelling, oh, really? You know what? I was going to go there earlier. Let me go there real quick because I want to make sure I say this because I want to make sure you guys are building communities of support. That's the main thing. There's a lot of people in here. You said there's a lot of people on these TikTok streets, and you said, okay, I applied and haven't heard back. When did you apply, God's girl? You know what? In her email, she sends a reply back through Jot form. So check your email for a Jot form response. That's what I noticed. I got a Jot form. So maybe it's in your inbox and it came through Jot form. I'm at work, but tapping. Thank you so much. Yes, I just went to follow her. Okay, gotcha. Okay, awesome. I have no idea why they are yelling at us. Yeah, you will get the hanging of it. Yes, you will. Definitely you'll get the hang of it. Should I apply for my other page and let her know I want it for this page? Yes. Halaku, Inspired Expression, Coach Miss Jessie. I'm pretty sure they did it that way. I'm pretty sure that's how they did it. And you can put that in your comment that you're going to look to create a new page. Yeah. Okay. Okay, it says I was received, but I will go back and check again. It was received. Okay, gotcha. Okay, perfect. Yeah, she was going through them pretty frequently. Hello, yes, Michelle. I see your friend. You came over here too. Thank you so much. I'm gonna do my commercial in a second for YouTube. But really quickly, let me just go back to what I was about to say because I want to make sure you guys understand this. What I've seen lately, and I've had people come in my room and talk about it too. Some of these people you go out to in these TikTok streets and you go to their room. Hold on one second. My phone was ringing. You go into their room and they're, like you said, they're yelling at you. They're disrespecting your presence and your level of support. And they're very selfish and focused on their self-gain. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it to be that person. So I want to explain that because there are a lot of people coming into the room and it's all about what can you give to me? You know, when it comes to gifting, daily heart me, all the things, it's about them growing and not allowing their room to be a room of supporters that come in different forms. And people don't understand all the support that comes from the gifts, from people sharing your live, people liking your live, people commenting, people even watching your live. That is support. That tells the algorithm that people like you. People want to be in your room. People want to engage. You're building community. It's not just about, clicking my daily heart me or giving me gifts. That's not it. It has to be the full package of how people support your live. You need the tapper as much as you need the commenter, as much as you need the sharer, as much as you need the watcher, as much as you need the gifter. Okay, so recognizing that all of that matters. That's how your room grows. And as a live host, your role is to educate, entertain, and inspire people. And people will keep coming back to your live and connect and grow with you if you show them respect and show them appreciation and gratitude for their mere presence. Okay. So that's what I tell people, because I don't want y'all to go out in these streets and all of a sudden y'all like, oh, did you do my daily heart me only? Oh, did you gift me only? No, that's not it. And I don't, and as y'all know, I don't necessarily teach that. I focus on, okay, understanding this whole platform and how you want to communicate that to your community is important, because you want to teach people how to engage, but all of their engagement matters. All aspects of this matters. So you just want to be intentional about that, y'all. Let me know if y'all have any questions. So, I had to get on my soapbox because I've been seeing that a lot, and people are coming and hearing people use derogatory comments to their viewers, and it's just ridiculous. People have to be better. You got to be better. And so, when it came to me divorcing, for lack of a better words, I'm gonna say dissolving the relationship with Gravitas Q, I felt like that's what they were giving me, this impression, like, oh, battle this, battle that. That's great. I get it. I see where that benefits you. I can see where that benefits me. But at the end of the day, that's not what I'm about. I'm about making sure people feel support from me. They're growing under me. They're understanding how to navigate this. And we've grown. We are too grown to be playing children's games and manipulating people. And so that's not what I want to do. I want to make sure I'm here for a purpose, and I'm gonna continue on my path. Okay. Okay. Let me know. Let me catch up on comments, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. So true. It's just like how to take time and explain this. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much, T. Yes, that's my purpose. That's it. That's it. And if you live under that purpose and stand by that, you will be fine. You will grow. People will come back and continue to support you. I'll be popping in and out this weekend. Thank you so much. Is there a toggle for receiving comments when you're not live? Shadow Dancer, is there a toggle for receiving comments when you're in your live? Unless you have your subscriber only live on, a comment button on, that's the only toggle. People should be able to comment unless you turned it off for only your subscribers to comment. Yes, the full package. That's it. Yes, the full package. FYP. Oh, you said I'm just popping in between trips to the dorm and storage unit. Look at you. Thank you so much. I see you. Yes, Michelle, let me do my commercial real quick. I appreciate you all sharing a live. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All of that matters. Like I said, can we use our cognitive intelligence to create universal health care? Oh, friend, let's stay on topic. Don't make me have to block and mute you, friend. Thank you so much, friends. Rodney, for being here. Praise Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. Thank you for the confetti. Thank you so much. You're welcome, friends. Dr. Lisa, you're a wonderful teacher and healer. Thank you. That's what I'm here for, you all. I don't want you all to be discouraged. I don't want you all to feel as if you can't do this. So I try to motivate you all. But I think a lot of people don't have that perspective in mind, and it's all about me. At the end of the day, if you have that thought, people read that. We are grown. we are grown people on this app, and we can read when somebody is being my battery died for a second. We can read when somebody is not being genuine. Okay, that's the reality. You can read that. You can see that. You can see right through it. And so, I think some of these rooms, they've been able to get over that, get away with that, because, they have viewers that are not as savvy with understanding this app. Okay. And you got to, obviously what I teach is how to understand what's happening here. But at the same time, you got to say, okay, how is this room benefiting me? Is it just mere entertainment, which is fine? That's fine. You could be in a room like that. Or are you learning and growing under a person that is going to again, they're focused on their own self-gain and interest. So you got to make sure you're not in those type of rooms. I'm changing my name on this account. Will it affect anything? No. You can change your name. You can change your username and your nickname. Username, I think, once every 30 days. Nickname, once every 14 days. I think that's the numbers. Do you recommend any live agency to look into? I'm a current member of, for this account, I'm a current member of Gravitas Q for under the Creator Network program. I have a separate account where I have an agency that I just signed up with that is for TikTok Shop. So it just depends on what you're looking for. The TikTok Shop agency is Live Legion. That's what we were talking about a second ago. Follow Katrina. You want to make sure you are connecting with people. We talked about that a second ago. Make sure you have words in your bio too, friend. You want to make sure you have words in your bio as well. 7 days. What 7 days mean? What does 7 day mean? 7 day for 7 day. Thank you. 7 days, not 14 days. Thank you for that. 7 days for the nickname. Thank you for that. I'm assuming y'all just checked because y'all know, because y'all just looked at it. I haven't changed my name in a while, so I need to fix that. I'm actually going to change it on the other account, so I would have known 7 days. Thank you. Thank you. I'll look into the TikTok one. Okay. TikTok one is the Creator Network. When you're on the home screen, click that. But you got to have an agency first, because typically it doesn't show you the list of agencies. So you got to know what agency you're connecting with, and they have to send you an invite code, I think, to apply. The shop one. Okay, shop one. Live Legion is that agency. And we just found out she has 5 spots available. So if you're looking into it, I'm sure she'll have some more later down the road, but currently she's building up her group of people right now. Really quickly, just so that you guys know, I will now. Awesome. And let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's any other questions about TikTok Shop. I want to make sure I explain why you guys are here and I'm supporting you. I'm happy to answer questions. And with Live Legion, just really quickly, 2 things you need to know, friend. You already have to have TikTok Shop approval. So that's the first thing before you can apply. Second thing is you can't be with a live host agency currently on your account. So TikTok Shop is different than the Creator Network, but you only can belong to one of them. Okay. How do I apply? Go to Live Legion's profile page, and she has a link in her bio, and you want to click the application there. Click the application. Thank you. You're welcome. Yep. So, what was I about to say? My commercial. Got to go to Meeting Cinnamon. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. YouTube, really quickly, friends. I co-stream all the time. This is available to you. So if I said anything in this live and you want to go back to, and you're like, okay, Dr. Lisa, you talked about this thing. I want to go back and read and go look at that video. I actually have this on my playlist on YouTube. So I am saving this for you all to go back to. My moderator, she said she just popped in. I don't know if she's still in the room, but she is Yes Michelle Crochets. I haven't promoted this today. So I want you all to go over there, connect with both of us, subscribe. That's what you do on YouTube. I want you to go to one of our shorts, comment, like, subscribe. We see those notifications. We'll go to your page. We'll look at one of your videos or shorts, comment, like, and subscribe. You always want to subscribe last because YouTube is very particular about fake engagement. And so you want to make sure you are building that page out as well. Like I said earlier, this is our growth season. We want to be intentional about growing. We want to make sure that we are taking advantage of all opportunities. So, Dr. B, are you still in the room? I wanted to say something about Amazon affiliate, Amazon as well as TikTok. When it comes to those affiliate programs, here's what I want to tell you. And this is what you want to pay attention to. As you are promoting products, people, you get links now. TikTok has it. You can take your affiliate link for either storefront and post those in different other social media platforms. You could do videos. So, for example, my YouTube, I'm going to talk about it right now. This, if you go to my page right now for this YouTube, you'll see where I put an affiliate link for the camera that I'm using, as well as my clip-on light. I linked both of those in the description. You can do that now. So when you become an affiliate, I just want y'all to be intentional about this. And so what I tell you all, how you doing, Miss B? I tell you now, uh, I want you to take advantage of these opportunities. Long form content, short form content. You could take your links, place those into your content for Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, any of those websites. Okay. And what happens is that you get a commission for those products. That's why I keep watching you. I learn something new every day. Trixie, that's it. So, Trixie, I know you, friend. I know you got a product that you promoting. I seen your video in the group chat. And so, recognizing that if you wanted to promote that elsewhere, you could. You buffered badly. Did I really? I saw it because it did a little thing where my connection was bad. Maria, so let me know if I'm still buffering. Yeah. Happy Friday. How you doing, Vibe Wellness Woman? It was terrible. What did they do? It was terrible. No, you talking about your video? No. But you're learning. And I'm gonna tell you, I said not now. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're learning. That's the goal. That's the beauty of what's happening. Because you're learning and you're doing it now. You're putting yourself out there and testing and trying to figure out what makes sense, what works, what doesn't work, how to say this. You're learning the process. And I'm gonna tell you right now, look at yourself in like 3 months from now. Go back and look at that video 3 months from now, because you're gonna be a bad mama jamma. Okay? You are gonna be a bad mama jamma. You're gonna be like, look here, y'all. And so that's the beauty of this, because right now we are learning, we're growing, we're figuring this thing out, and we're gonna be good. And we're going to be good because we've practiced it. We've been doing it over and over again. Okay. So where are you located? I'm in Orlando. I'm in Orlando, Florida. Thank you so much, Vibe Wellness Woman. I'll keep trying though. Yes, that's it. That's it. Thank you so much, Mariexa. Yeah, that's it. You just keep trying. Put videos out there and you get to practice and you get the feedback and you get to figure out what works and what doesn't work. I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna put my videos in there too. I'm gonna try to figure this out. Now, again, TikTok shop is a little different. I will say that. It's a little different. And so I get that it's going to take some time and effort, and we're all going to figure it out. And we have to figure out what sticks, what doesn't stick. But the great thing about this is that we are in an environment of support. We're in an environment where we can get good feedback. We're in an environment where we can see other examples of other people doing it. And we can take those examples and then try to figure out how to make it our own. Okay? That's the beauty of this. Thank you so much. Creative, you're gonna hear back from me. So there's both of my creatives and Coach Miss Jessie. My subscriptions, I'm doing that today. I'm doing it today because I want to make sure I get back to you all. I'm gonna sit down before I leave for this whole wedding rehearsal thing, and I'm gonna do my homework. I got homework for y'all to do, so I'm gonna do it because this weekend is gonna be busy for me. So you will get that back today. But thank you for the sub stickers, friend. A lot of effort, but we have the right coach, and we do. We do. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Happy Friday. Yes. Yeah, I'm excited about it. So it's going to take some time and effort. And, obviously we're going to have to recalibrate. But everything you do in this, in any new venture you take, it's that training that has to happen on the front end, where you think about a new job. Hold on. My battery is not staying charged. Let me put it back in. You think about when you start a new job, you go through orientation, okay? You go through orientation. This is our orientation phase, okay? That's what we're doing. We're doing orientation right now. Think about it as orientation. But think about when you start a new job and then 6 months out. Or I'm going to do this better, the 90-day review period. By the 90 days, that first 3 months, you got a lot of things under your belt and you understand the acronyms and the lingo and all the different things they say within that first 90 days if they do a review for you. And then 6 months out, you are even better. And a lot of these young folks, they switch into the next job because they're like, you know what, I got this. And so just recognize that that's where we're at. And so by the end of the summer, you're 90 days out, you're going to be real good. And then by the end of the year, you're going to be awesome. Okay. But you just got to stay at it. Like I said, practice makes progress. So I want you to be intentional. You said this week marks 1 month of lives for you. Look at you. How does it feel? I know you are jamming though. I know you are, Vibe Wellness Woman. You are doing an awesome job. That congratulations. You said 1 month. Hey, you need to post about that. I think that's a great post to put out there. Hold on. I got calls coming in, y'all. I'm sorry about that. That's a great post to let people see your progress, you know? Awesome. Awesome. Hello, Nurse Healer. I appreciate you coming in. Get your daily heart, me friend. Thank you so much, all who are coming in. Congratulations. So I said that this was one of my lives. I'm almost at noon. So I told y'all I have homework to do, y'all. I got some homework. And then because I got to get back to my subscribers to make sure they get their information. I got to submit my copyright infringement for these new imposter accounts out here. So I got 3 projects I need to do. I got to do something for my son too. So that's a different project. So I got to do all of that. You said, wow, yeah, I got the imposters. They didn't came back. I got 3 new imposters. So, and then there's one that's been actively reaching out to people. So that one's being real shady. So I got to get rid of it sooner than later. So imposter account, if you're listening, your days are numbered. just for the record, friend. Michelle, thank you for joining. But I'll stay on probably another 15, 20 minutes. That means you're doing well. I know, y'all. I know imitation is a form of flattery, but look here. These imposters, they being real slick and I'm not happy with the way they're operating. They're being real slimy. So I went live every day this week so far. At least I got 2 to 3 viewers. Before it was Zero City. Look at you. Stay with it. Stay with it. That's what it's about. Stay with it. How do you do the copyright thing? How do you do the copyright thing? Is it in UBC? Doris, no. I posted about this. So what do you mean? Are you saying copywriting your content? TikTok has what's called it's through TikTok legal. It's a copyright infringement on my content. My content is my content. My logo is my logo. So people are copying my logo, my name. Essentially, my name is not necessarily my name in terms of how they can change the username, but essentially they're taking my content. The content is the problem because what they're doing is using my videos. Yeah, they're using my videos on that page and they're using my logo. So that is me. And so with that, you need to go to TikTok legal reports /copyright. There's a form. I did a whole video on my page about it. There's a form that you complete. You got to go to those pages that are impersonating you or impostoring you or taking your content and do screenshots of those pages. You also have to write down their username because you're going to put that on the form. And then you upload that on the form and submit it. And then you get a confirmation that your form was accepted. And then you will get a follow-up email to say that it was approved and taken down. It's about 72 hours, maybe 3 to 4 days, depending on when you submit it, that I heard back. I did it twice already and they got rid of them, but now there's new ones up. So yeah, so you just got to make sure. I think it's just something I'm going to have to continue to do probably once a couple times a month, probably, depending on how this goes. So, and now if you're talking about copywriting your content, UBC doesn't do that from a branding perspective. I don't think so. I'm almost sure it's nothing about copywriting in there. Praying you're able to resolve this issue. Can I have people yes, that's it. It's tarnishing your brand. That's exactly what it is. Should it be trademarked? Trademarked your content? I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, TikTok Legal did get rid of them. So that did help. Um, your logo, can it be trademarked? I guess it could be. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, why not? I think that's true. You could probably trademark it. Yeah. Thank you for the best. You're welcome, friend. Tap, yes, tap, comment, share, support this queen. Look at you all. Thank you so much, Zari. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're going to tap, share, comment. If you guys are connecting with people, definitely connect. I want to make sure. How you doing, Daquan, with your drum set? Thank you so much. Hello. And so I definitely want you guys to make sure you're supporting each other, but supporting your particular page as you're looking to grow, especially my people who are trying to activate new accounts. If you're trying to get into TikTok shop, thank you so much. You said warming up my food now. This is your lunch break. If it stops raining, okay. Got what did you say? Got my first week of lives in. Did you really? Oh, you changed your name too. Look at you, friend. You said, I'm Brandon, Dr. Lisa. I am Brandon myself. A few new fellows, but usually very quiet. Okay, it takes time, friend. You're still building and growing, but I love that. I love that. What is your PhD, MD? I'm a PhD. PhD in leadership and education, concentration, higher ed administration. Worked as a senior leader for a couple campuses, colleges and universities, with the concentration student affairs and career education. So I oversaw career services, I oversaw TRIO programs, oversaw internships, student employment, those type of things, stuff to do with career development. And then TRIO obviously is part of the programs for diversity, equity, and inclusion. So that's what I did. And then and now I work for a company. I'm about to leave. Actually, I'm in my last few days, few weeks rather, with a company that is higher ed adjacent. They support online program management. So yeah. You said I'm electrical engineer and aerospace. Look at you, friend. Look at you. Awesome. Doing it big. I'm looking for quality engagements that want to improve their physical, mental, and emotional health. Oh, I love that. I love that. Nice. I'm a PhD in systems engineering. Oh, nice. Nice. Awesome. That was my colleague. Say that again. That was your colleague. What happened? I missed it. Quick question, a little off topic. What's up, Rev? I have 2 topics on live. Should I start a second account? Um, Possibly. So let me say something first. Second accounts are not a bad idea for a couple of reasons. Second accounts allow you to explore different topics and niches, just like you're talking about doing. You can have that. It's not, don't treat it as a true backup account. Treat it as a second account. That's what you want to do. Second accounts are really helpful too if you're going to try to do like TikTok shop and you're going to have shoppable videos because that will overrun your algorithm. Okay. So second accounts are beneficial in that way. So if you're talking about second accounts just in general, what I tell people oftentimes you might have an umbrella account. So I talk about go live. So this topic is about going live and monetizing your expertise. I want you to think about how do you go live? So I teach about the go live process and live streaming. And then I also talk about how do you monetize. So I talk about it in different ways when it comes to making sure you have a brand identity, when it comes to making sure you know your target audience, the right audience for you, when it comes to understanding ways you can monetize from live streaming as a subset of digital marketing. So if you understand digital marketing, when it comes to live streaming, getting brand deals, when it comes to affiliate marketing, we were just talking about that a few minutes ago, when it comes to understanding different social media platforms and growing there and monetizing, I talked about my YouTube. So recognizing how to monetize is important. So when I post, that umbrella conversation is going live streaming and monetization, but I talk about branding. I talk about different ways to monetize. So my topics may vary, but I don't have a second page for that. So just recognizing your topics could vary, but it's all over. It's an overarching niche and theme that I'm talking about, which is monetization. Okay. So you could do it that way. I see the comments. I see you all. Nice. I see you all. So let me know if that explains your question. And if you are talking about, so to answer your point, if you're saying, okay, Dr. Lisa, well, one topic I talk about is, you know, making sure I'm talking about spiritual awareness and guidance and support. But then my other topic, I'm talking about crocheting. Two different pages. Okay. So two different pages, and maybe you should have two different accounts. Okay. You should have two different accounts because you don't want to confuse the algorithm in that way. So if that's what you're going to do, I would say two different accounts. You can crochet, you can connect with people and talk about some things over there as you crochet, but you can also have your spiritual guidance and page as well, so that you can support people. Thank you, Dr. Lisa, for all this information. Blessings. I appreciate your friend. How you doing, Dazzlin? I see your friend coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You all are coming in and engaging and supporting. Okay, friends. So let's do this. Because I'm only going to be on maybe another 30 minutes. I think I'm going to try to get off close to 12:30. We'll see, 20, 30 minutes. And so typically what I do, because we talked a lot about, I talked about affiliate marketing. I talked about understanding your brand. I talked about making sure if you're going to do TikTok shop, that is a form of affiliate marketing. So I want to make sure you guys understand. I talked about live streaming. We talked about TikTok shop because of that, and agencies, because when you live stream, you are engaging in affiliate marketing. This is an opportunity for you to brand yourself and talk to your target audience, your right audience. There's a lot of questions, especially by people who are new and just doing this for the first time. There was some conversation around low views, low engagement. There's two things I actually said recently in my post that I want you to do, and I need you to spend a little time in doing this, is making sure your target audience, your right audience, is in your room. And to do that, you actually have to spend some time in the content. You're going to have to go in that search bar on the home screen and search for your topic, search for your audience, engage with that content that's posted that is possibly part of your topic. Engage with that, and then go in the comments and engage with people in the comments. Okay? So as you're watching that, TikTok sees your watch time. That will populate your For You page. As you also are going into those comments, you are engaging with people in those comments that have a similar interest. Those people are going to see your likes. They'll come to your page. They'll engage with your page. So again, that's an intentional strategy to start telling the algorithm what you want to see, what you want to view, what you're going to be talking about. But also, it will drive people who have a similar interest to your page because you were in the comments engaging with them. So you want to be intentional in that way. Then when you go to your live, you want to say the words, the keywords, the things that matter to your audience. Okay? You want to be intentional in that way, because those words, if you know who your audience is and you spend some time learning the demographic, learning the psychographic, how they think, what they value, what they're interested in, as well as knowing their pain points, knowing their struggles, understanding how you can be a solution for them. You want to spend some time there. In terms of your live, you want to spend some time early on knowing those people and learning who they are. But in your live, you want to speak to them. So for my live, I told you earlier, I'm teaching you how to go live. I'm helping you understand this platform. I'm teaching you tips and strategies to get your target audience, how to brand yourself. I'm giving you guidance when it comes to understanding how you could take this format, this live stream, and maybe you make it a masterclass as a digital product. So you can take this recording, you can edit it as you see fit. You can put it as an unlisted link on YouTube and then take that link and put it in your storefront for people to potentially download for free or to purchase from you. That's a monetization strategy. Or if you are on your live and you're crocheting and you're showing this wonderful pattern, that pattern could essentially be something you have people purchase from you as a digital product. And then they have a video that they can go back and reference that's on YouTube. And then let me take you a step further. You can have the hooks for those crochet needles as an affiliate link that they purchase off Amazon or your TikTok shop. So again, you monetize that way because they're going to click the link and you get a commission for that, or they may buy your product, your pattern. So what I teach and what I coach is how you can make income, passive income, above and beyond just going live. You can make it from your other opportunities that you have, your affiliate opportunities, your brand deals, your other products in your storefront, all from you going live. Okay. So I want you to be strategic. I want you to be intentional. I want you to be thinking about ways you can grow. I told you I co-stream on YouTube. I'm building my page there. I'm teaching you how to build your page because you could then take all what you're doing here, make it a link for people in your description. And when they click that link, the beauty of YouTube is that it's what's called evergreen content because people search for your information or search for your topic or your niche, and they're in that search bar and they come across your video and then they go into your comments and then they see your description and they click your link and get your products. Okay, so that's evergreen content because it can be 10 years from now and they can click that and get to you. Whereas on TikTok, it's not as evergreen. So I want you to understand, I say this and I give intentional examples on purpose because I don't want you to think like, oh, wow, I have to be like Dr. Lisa. No, you don't have to be like Dr. Lisa. You don't have to be like me. You can be your own person and do things your way, under your topic, under your niche, under your brand, and have your audience engaging with you. You said that's interesting. Yeah, this is what I want you to do. I want you to be intentional about what you're doing, and I want to make sure you're growing. But you got to do the work. You got to do the work, my friend. How are you? Positive. Look at you. Positive solutions. That's it. Positive solutions. And so you want to, and it sounds like you're doing social work. So your community could be social workers or people who need social work services, and you're offering support to them. Okay. That's how people are making money. Hey, Dr. Lisa and everyone. How you doing, Karen? Appreciate you being here. That's how people are making money on this app. They're making money on this app and beyond. Okay? Cougar Mom, thanks God. Yes, yes. TGI Friday. Yes, yes. That's what's happening here. I don't want you guys to be confused about this. I want you to understand. This is how you do it. Okay? And it takes consistency. It takes engagement. It takes you building the systems to do it effectively. It takes you learning the process and knowing the do's and don'ts. Okay? It's going to take time and effort. I told you guys about the TikTok shop. TikTok shop takes some effort. But if you do it and you stay at it, you will be good. I was a person who early on, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to create content. I didn't understand the difference in terms of the different platforms and understanding the algorithms and how to do things. What I did, though, is that I got the right coaching and I got the right resources, the right course and the other information to learn about this. Instructions are clear, have to execute. That's it. That's it. You just have to execute it. You just motivated me to make better use of YouTube. That's it. Yes. Yes. Let me show you. I don't know if you saw me. Here, I'm showing you. I'm showing you loud and clear. You see my web camera up there at the top? That's the web camera with the green dot. I'm doing it. Okay, so I don't gatekeep. I don't tell you guys, oh, it's impossible. I don't make it seem like I'm the only one that can do it. I don't make it seem like, you know what, you're not capable. But at the end of the day, the difference between people who are doing this and people who are not is that people who are doing it just did it. They just started. That's it. How you doing, Katrina? Thank you so much for coming on. Happy Friday, Coach. That's the difference. It's the people who took the initiative. It's it. You said, what now? Because TikTok Shop for sellers restricts, I want to open another account that allow me to post more. Yeah, definitely. You definitely with TikTok Shop for seller, you got to, it's a business account. So business accounts do have restrictions. The goal is that you are 100% promoting your business and your products. So if you are looking to be a creator and have creative license to do things, you definitely have to have a creator account. That's the difference. Yeah, you definitely have a personal account. Yeah, we'll be very restricted. You're live on YouTube. Yes, Karen's like, what in the world? I just blew your mind, Karen. Raising three and growing me. How are you, friend? Karen said, what are you doing, girl? Yes, Karen, I am on YouTube right now. I am doing what I call co-streaming. Karen, I'm right here. Hi, Karen. Yes, friend. That's what I do. So I co-stream this for a couple reasons. First reason is it's for you. So if I say something in this live right now, and you're like, oh, let me go back and listen to her. What did she say to me? Oh my gosh, I want to go back and listen. You can do that now because I put this as a playlist for TikTok. So please go back and watch. Pay attention. I say it all the time. I am not perfect at this YouTube thing. I am still figuring it out. You said that's fascinating. Fantastic. Good. Listen, fantastic. Yes. I am still figuring it out because I tell you, y'all, I'm a little sloppy. I'm a little sloppy. So I first started off with my son's tablet. I had live access. You have to have 50 subscribers to go live. So I had live access like early March, and I didn't start until early April. So I waited a whole month. Don't ask me why. I think it just never crossed my mind. And then, so once I realized, oh, I should just co-stream, I ended up doing it on my son's tablet. The video quality was poor, sound quality was poor, angle was poor. I wasn't using, I still don't use thumbnails. I got to improve that. And I still don't do my description fully. I got to improve that. And then my titles are okay. I still got to improve. There's some stuff I still got to work on. I just tell y'all, do it though. Do it sloppy, but do it. Do it. If you don't do it, you won't never see yourself grow. You got to do it. Even when it's sloppy and you don't have all the answers or you don't have the time and the capacity to figure it out and fix it quickly. I'm going to get there. I will get there, but I'm doing it. And so what's happened though, I told you I had 50 subscribers in March. I didn't start this until um, early April. It was like April 5th or 6th, somewhere along in there. And I've been doing this for nearly a month now. I've gotten over 200 more subscribers, literally in just a month. 200 new subscribers that I did not have a month ago. So when I say do it, just do it. That's fantastic. Yeah. And so what I do, awesome. I thought I was missing out on coming in late. No, Rachel, I drop gems all the time, friend. I'm constantly dropping gems. I'm constantly dropping gems. So how do you get away with saying YouTube? Interesting. Dr. Lisa. Dr. Lisa keeps her content disclosure on nonstop. So y'all, so here's what I do. Everything I tell you, everything I show you is 100% in my stand store. And then I give you access to me. So you can get one-on-one consultations. You can get my bundle. You get access to me that way, where I teach you how to create, it's a starter kit, where I teach you how to create your own product, your own way of embarking in this digital marketing space. I also have a checklist that tells you how to go live, what you need to do before you're live to set it up, during your live to get engagement, and after your live for the analytics and things you need to do on the back end. I even teach you a chat GPT prompt, several prompts actually, on finding your topic, your niche, understanding who's your target audience, understanding how to use an intro script. I teach you all that, everything I talk about. I tell you about UBC. UBC is essentially it's my holy grail, for lack of a better word, in terms of what I go back to help me learn different things I need to do when it comes to affiliate marketing, brand deals, understanding how to leverage YouTube, understanding how to do TikTok live strategies. Everything I teach you, I have in my stand store, including me. Now, to answer your question, it's in my checklist. I tell you on the very front end, make sure you turn on your content disclosure. because you're talking about your brand. Now, other people say YT, other people say YouTube. I don't overuse the word. That's the key right there. You want to be careful about overusage. But at the same time, there are words you can say. Now, TikTok does get jealous, but I am representing my brand. I even teach you how to create a brand. So everything I share, I don't gatekeep. I tell you what to do and how to do it. And then I give you resources on how to continue to get access and get information. Yes. Happy Friday. How you doing, Inspired? How are you? Positive Solution. You said practice is perfect. I say practice makes progress because I don't want you to strive for perfection. Because at the end of the day, the algorithm changes, you change, you add some new resources. You are progressing. You are getting better. You are getting stronger. You are understanding how to engage, how to make sure you can be a great live host, how to get to the next level. Co-stream, brilliant. What's your oh, Biff? Thank you so much for that. I should have promoted that. Thank you so much because that is part of my strategy. My strategy is my name is the same as Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. So what I tell people, if you go to my YouTube channel and you go to my shorts or my long form videos, that's totally fine. Go to my shorts and my long form video, and put a comment, like, and subscribe. You always subscribe last. You gotta watch. YouTube is very particular. It's a search engine full of videos that it wants you to watch. So if you're not watching, it won't approve that subscription. So I tell you that tip because you can take that tip and tell your people. You need to watch first, comment, like, and then subscribe. So if you do that for me, I'm going to go and I get a notification because that's what I get. I get notifications for people who do that. I'll go to your page and do the same. Yeah. So that's how I've been able to build my followers because I just co-stream. I tell you guys, I do a commercial. I tell you what I'm doing. And I tell you, hey, you can get a subscriber from me. And then my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. She's in the crochet niche. She loves YouTube. That is her playground. So she's been coaching me on my YouTube and things I need to think about and do differently. And so I just need to activate some of her suggestions, y'all. I've done some, but I need to sit down and do some more. But she's your person. So you want to connect with her. And if you do the same, and by connecting with her, her name is Yes Michelle Crochets. If you go to her page and say Dr. Lisa sent you, in the comments, she will in turn follow you as well. Okay, or subscribe to your channel as well and do the same for you. So I want you all to be intentional this year. You said deep. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Inspire you come into the right room. Girlfriend, you have all the inspiration you need here. Thank you so much, Mariex. I appreciate you. So that's what this is about. This is like, I want to make sure you guys are growing. I want you to be intentional about what you're doing. Okay, can you say her name again? Yes, YES, Michelle Crochets. And then my other friend, I'm going to show you my YouTube really quickly. So let's see it right there. Yes, Michelle Crochets. And then Katrina Phoenix. She's awesome too. So you can connect with her. She's in the chat over there. But yeah, come to my page. Make sure you like it. If you want to come to the live, definitely come there. Like I said, there's some things I should be doing differently. So I'm not saying that I have it all perfect. Okay. There's some things I need to be doing differently, but I am here. I am growing. I'm supporting people. I'm taking you along for the ride. You are here for a reason. That's it. How you doing, Kimberly? Thank you for joining, friend. You are here for a reason. So take advantage of this time and this opportunity because we don't get it often. And it's been gatekept for a while, gatekept for quite some time. I'm just being honest. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. It's been gatekept for a while. And so somebody asked earlier my PhD. My PhD is leadership and education. My dissertation topic was on mentorship. How you doing, Bloom? I see your friend. It was on mentorship because I understand the value of having somebody in your corner to help you learn what you don't know, tell you what you don't know, because you don't know what you don't know, essentially. And so if you got the right person or people that's giving you the tools and tips to be successful, then you take advantage of that. But if you have people in your corner or people you're surrounding yourself around that are only out for their own personal gain, and they're not going to tell you how to do this and show you and help you along the way and give you the tips and strategies to be successful, then you need to really think about your surroundings and think about who you are interacting with. And so when you come to TikTok, TikTok sets you up for success. Thank you so much. I see you, friend. It sets you up for success. If you understand how to play the game, that's what this is. This was a children's app, it was a game. But if you understand how to do this, you can be successful. You can. It's possible. We all can be successful. It just takes you taking the initiative. It takes you being consistent. It takes you making sure you are building the right people around you so you understand how to do this effectively. Okay. And so a part of it is recognizing and spending that time early on with developing your brand. Okay. I say that all the time. Your brand identity matters because what will happen is that your target audience, the people you're trying to connect with, they're going to resonate with that brand because they're going to feel like, okay, you know what? I know, like, and trust this person. I like what they're sharing with me. They don't gatekeep. They tell me everything I need to do. I just need to do it. We were talking about TikTok Shop earlier. I feel like, okay, I got the right person helping me with TikTok Shop. I just need to activate. I just need to do the work. I'm part of the right agency. I'm part of the right team. I got the right people who are in the same boat as me. But again, I need to do the work and I need to practice and I need to keep practicing because practice makes progress. I'm going to get better. My content is improving. I'm getting more views. I'm getting more engagement because I'm showing up. I'm being consistent. Okay. So once you do that and you continue to do that, you'll see how things will turn in your favor. Okay. You'll see that transformation, but you got to take the steps to do it. And when you sit back and you're like, okay, you know what? I'm only going to make a step when I got it perfect. Then you never going to do it. I mean, that's just how life is. You never will do it. I think a lot of us think in a mindset of perfectionism, and you can't. You just got to put yourself out there and slowly chip away and improve. How you doing, Diamond? I see you, friend. How are you, friend? I see you coming in. How you doing, Alicia? Thank you so much for coming in. So I say that all the time because I want you all to be intentional about what you're doing, but it takes you being committed to the process and making sure you put the right people around you, center yourself around the right people. Greetings, how you doing, friends? Thank you so much. So really quickly, I usually pivot and I talk about my resources and the room goes up and down. And at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing is the right thing. I know I'm serving and supporting people and I have a bigger purpose here. So I'm so happy with this process. I'm so happy with the journey. Thanks for giving me detailed information on where to start on the Creator Spot. Oh, you're welcome. Welcome. Did you get it? Did you get accepted yet, friend? Let me know if you got accepted. Hey, that's what I'm doing. I don't steer you guys wrong. I don't gatekeep. So I want to make sure you guys are successful. So at the same time, again, it just takes, you got to do the work. So it's interesting. We're talking about the Creator Pilot Program, TikTok Shop. I got to do the work, y'all. I even got to do the work. So I'm trying to figure out my own process because I got to fit it in. TikTok Shop is a whole thing. But I'm gonna do it. So it's funny. I won't be able to. Well, let me say what I'm not gonna be able to do. I'm not gonna be able to do my 4 o'clock today because I usually come back at 4. Um, I have to go to a wedding rehearsal dinner and say yes, it is. Yes, it's the work. Yeah, I got to go to a wedding rehearsal dinner. One of my good girlfriends is getting married tomorrow, and my son is the ring bearer slash somebody said the bride crier. He has to say the bride is coming, the bride is coming. So we got to do the rehearsal today. So I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock. The wedding is tomorrow, so I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock. And then Mother's Day is Sunday, so I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock because hopefully my family taking me to dinner, y'all. Hopefully they are. And so happy early Mother's Day to all the moms in the room. We know we rule the world. I will be the first to say it because I know we do a whole lot, y'all. And we still trying to do this TikTok thing. And so I appreciate all y'all. So let's say, said, thanks for giving me. Okay, I read that one. Thank you so much, friend. Yes, it is. Hold on. Oh, that's the comment I missed. TikTok Shop Creator Brother does what does that mean? Oh, boss move only. Hey, friend. Let me answer your question. You are, um, you're newer to my room. Let me explain what that is. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna explain. I'm gonna do my little show and tell for you real quick. Yes, I did. About to do a shoppable live in a minute. I'm going to watch YouTube to learn more. Awesome. Inspired. Are you? Did you sign up with Live Legion? Were you part of any of those meetings when they came to my TikTok, to my live session on Saturday and Sunday? Look up Live Legion because I want you to make sure you get training because she's good, especially for shoppable lives. That's the whole focus, is to help you be successful in shoppable lives. Mothers are always, yes, yes, happy Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. Do more for others than what is expected. Great point. That's it. Yep. Enjoy your long weekend. Thank you so much. I'll be back for my 10 o'clocks. I'll do my 10 o'clocks. I just won't be able to do my 4 o'clocks. My friend, Boss Moves Only. Boss Moves Only. That's what we're doing. Boss Moves Only. Thank you so much for the Mother's Day wishes, friends. Okay, Boss Moves Only. TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop has TikTok Shop for sellers, people who are selling their products. So my candle, and y'all tease me about my candle, but it sits here because I love the candle. Yes, I came on Sunday, I believe. Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, perfect. TikTok Shop has, if you have sell a candle, I use this as my show and tell. You are selling your product. You have a shop, SHOP, on your profile. People can go to your shop and get your candle, your hoodies, or whatever you're offering. So that's TikTok Shop for sellers. Sellers can work with creators, you, me, anybody else, to promote their product and sell their product as an affiliate. And they get a commission for every sale. Okay. So if you are in the TikTok Shop creator / affiliate program, it's the same program. Let me be clear about that. As a creator, you are a TikTok Shop creator and you are in the affiliate program. Now, under the affiliate program, there's the pilot program, which means that you have 1,000 followers and you have limited access. So you don't have full access to the affiliate program. Then there is the full access unlimited TikTok Shop affiliate program, which has 5,000 followers. So you can get them both a little earlier, but typically it's 1,000 for the pilot program, 5,000 for the full program, the unlimited program. So 1,000 means that you only can post 5 shoppable videos a week. Unlimited means unlimited. You can post as many as you want. You have full access. You're good. So, and then you can do shoppable lives too. In both programs, there's limitations on the shoppable as there's not limitations on the full access. So TikTok Shop affiliate is for the creator. So as a creator, you are selling someone else's product and you have a showcase. So if you look at somebody's profile and you see showcase, they are an affiliate. They are a creator. They are not a business. They are not a seller. So that's what that means. And then you essentially will add products from the marketplace to your showcase and promote those products. Okay. I am open to new affiliates. If any here, please check my TikTok Shop for sellers. Look at you, pretty Momo. Look at you, friend. There you go. What's your products, friend? Is it because I'm looking at your bio. Is it clothing for girls? Is that what it is? Clothing for girls? I have a little boy, so I can't help you, friend. Okay. So I buy the program and sell them on here. No. You don't, you mean you meant product. I'm assuming you meant buy the product, but the answer is still no. No, kind of, no. Kind of no. Let me explain it. It's product. Okay, yeah, kids wear. Awesome. Oh, little boys. Let me know if it's little boys. I have a little boy. So you buy, okay, so in order to be an affiliate for someone's product, you do have to have the product. You could buy the product from maybe another place like Amazon, or you could get the product from TikTok Shop and buy it there, or you could get samples. Okay. Samples are harder to come by nowadays because fewer sellers are offering samples. So you got to be a little bit more strategic. So samples are not as plentiful as they used to be. But with that being said, you have to have a product. Yes, you do have to have the product. And if it is, I have this in here. So this is a clip of, this is a easel. And so I bought this easel off TikTok Shop. I actually did buy it off TikTok Shop. And so if I wanted to put this easel in my showcase and talk about it, I could and promote it there and talk about all the features and benefits of it, come live with it. I have this in my showcase now. So I actually could do a shoppable live right now and talk about this product. So yes, you do have to have the product. And if you do a shoppable video, you do have to have the product to show it in the video as well. So yes, I think the short answer to your question is yes, you do have to have the product. Do you buy it? In most cases, the answer is yes, that you're going to buy the product and promote it that way. Thank you so much. How you doing, Doc? How are you, friend? You say yes, it's difficult to give every affiliate seller samples. Yes, it is. Yep. I just got mine yesterday. Okay. You just got TikTok Shop for seller? I'm sorry, for affiliate program. Okay, awesome. Awesome. How you doing, friend? Appreciate you being here. So yeah, so you definitely, I am well, thank you. You're welcome, friend. You said hello. You said boss move, the stand, the stand. What does that mean? You got the stand store? Or what you mean? Why did you say stand, friend? True love, hello, how are you? The stand you have. Oh, you have this? Oh, the easel. Okay, awesome, awesome. The tripod. Is that what this is? It's a tripod. Tripod. I think that's the official word for it. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Awesome. Okay. All right, friends. Speaking of stand, a different stand. Let me pivot because it's almost 1:00, and I told you today was my day. I have to get off and start doing I got some homework I need to do, and then I have to go and head to the rehearsal. So I got to pick up my son from the daycare. I'm literally telling y'all everything I have to do. I'm so transparent, but I have to go pick him up from preschool and then run him about an hour away because my friend lives up in a town outside of Orlando, and run him to the rehearsal, and then we have dinner afterwards. So he has to be there by 3:30, so I have to get moving. So really quickly, if you are in my room, I'm going to do a quick abbreviated version letting you know that you can get access to me. So doing this particular live, only for this live, I have a bundle. It's usually $127. I promote it for $57. So that is where you get your starter kit for doing digital marketing. So boss moves, as you have thinking very intentionally about TikTok shop and getting a stand and promoting products, affiliate marketing, being an affiliate essentially, branding yourself. This is the starter kit to help you get that. It also comes with me. It comes with me because I put you in my Instagram group chat. There's 150 people in that chat right now. There should be more. Some of you have not come over to Instagram. So if you got my bundle and are not in my chat, let me know so I can add you to the chat. It also comes with me in the DMs. I like the DMs over there because I can send you a quick voice memo. I can connect with you. We can talk. I can answer your question really quickly. And then if you need me even more, I will schedule a one-on-one. So I do not leave you hanging. You get access, you get information, you get support. I want you to be successful at this. How you doing, Maria? Hello, friend. And so I want you to be successful. There's no reason why you have to sit back and wonder why other people are leveling up, other people are having success, and your time hasn't come. So I will be with you. I will teach you how you can do things in a more efficient way. I will show you some tips and strategies, and I will answer questions. And so I get a lot of questions. So you get information from me, but I want to support you. I want you to be successful. Thank you so much. And I send affirmations. And some people are actively engaging and taking advantage of this time and space and opportunity, and others have not. But they will because they're going to see other people leveling up. And they were like, wow, I could have been doing that for the last few months. And I just didn't start. That's the thing. You just got to start. Thank you so much, Maria. You just got to start. You will see how things will progress for you. But you got to take that initiative. You got to engage. You got to be consistent. Thank you so much, friend. And so if you are doing that, you will see the transformation. but it takes you taking the effort and initiative and just staying at it. And I will be the first to say at times it's frustrating. At times you feel like, why am I doing this? My very first lot, I got 7 cents. My second lot, I got 3 cents. My third lot, I got 11 cents. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this for the 21 cents? What? Why? And so recognize that over time, it's going to be easier. Yes, I need to start because I have the bundle. You do have the bundle, friend. Honestly, it's pretty frustrating. It is pretty frustrating, but the consistency plays off. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when it comes to TikTok, TikTok takes time and effort. TikTok don't take the time and effort it takes for YouTube. I'm gonna say that right now. YouTube takes you got to be at this game for a good year before you get to the monetization. TikTok, you don't have to be TikTok. You don't have to be at that level. TikTok, I consider it like a middle distance. YouTube is a marathon. Okay. Yes, me too. However, I am learning. That's it. That's it. Stay at it, friends. I will say stay at it. When it comes to, and you're looking at somebody who's been doing this basically every day, almost twice a day, because like I said, I only could do one a day over the next few days because of my other engagements. But basically twice a day, every day for the last 5 months. We're in May. I started January as my new year, new me resolution. He said, I'm new here. How you doing, Elma? How you doing, friend? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are growing, trying to make TikTok shop work for me. You got TikTok shop or you trying to get it, friend? I think you're trying to get it. But I love the way you wrote it into your bio. You're like, look here, it is going to work because I'm going to get it and I'm going to make it work for me. That's exactly it. That's the way you got to think. That's the mindset you got to have. And that's the mindset I had in this because it really is a situation with going daily. You show up every day, you connecting with people, you talking to people, and people are like, okay, maybe I'll do something. Maybe I won't. But you just keep showing up. Continue to support them. Continue to offer solutions. Continue to make sure that they feel seen and heard. And you'll see the growth happen. It'll happen. People will support you back. People will want what you offer because they see where what you're offering is their solution. Okay. So that's how this is. This is not about, okay, well, I'm just going to show up on occasion or I'll see if I can fit this in because TikTok won't reward inconsistency. This algorithm is listening to the words you say, is listening to how you're doing things, is listening to your engagement. People are listening on the other end and they're going to engage back. I'm trying to get into the affiliate problem. That's it, friend. Elma, I'm sorry. Let me say this though. I'm not going to be able to give you the full rundown today. If you come back tomorrow at 10, because that's when I go live, 10 o'clock, I'll be back at 10. I will tell you exactly how to get TikTok shop. Okay. First of all, you need to tell the algorithm what you want. I got 5 steps because you're super new. And is this your only account? Let me know if this is your first and only account. You said what time zone? Eastern, 10 o'clock Eastern. Because you're super new. So you're going to have to tell the algorithm what you want. Okay. But let me know if this is your second account because we might be able to expedite things. It is my second. Okay. Okay. Your first account got TikTok shop. Let me know if your first account has it. So because it's your second, you just need to be very intentional. Hi again. How you doing? I'm back. I'm so frustrated with TikTok shop lives. You said I'm so frustrated with shop lives because TikTok didn't want me to talk about other. No, but what are you about to say? Other products? You can't do that. TikTok shop is strict. I say that when it comes to going live, it doesn't. It does, but views are so low. I'm starting over, which is fine. Which is fine. Come back tomorrow. A couple things that popped in my head. Um, Again, it's fine. What popped in my head is that you need to be very branded. You need to know your brand, what you're talking about. You need to be very intentional about telling the algorithm what you want. If you want TikTok shop, you got to say that and do that. On the other account that has TikTok shop, you need to be very intentional about knowing TikTok shop. If that's what you want or whatever your topic is, you're going to have to be very specific about that. You also need, and I did it 3 videos ago now. Go back three contents where I talk about viral worthy content. Pay attention to that video. That's what you want to do. You want to tell the algorithm. This is not for TikTok Shop. This is just making sure your views get better. You want to tell the algorithm what exactly you want to see on the For You page. And you want to engage with that content, probably 20, 30 minutes, maybe different videos. I mean, not maybe, definitely different videos, but you want to be intentional about your engagement strategy so that you get the right people to view your content and give them a call to action to view your content. So that's what you want to do. But that takes you're very intentional about building the right audience to support your page. Do you think best to stick with TikTok videos instead of lives? I think you got to do both. Kimberly, did you get with Live Legion? I have to say I'm impressed with her level of support and training. I have to admit, you all, I've been in these streets for a little while now, and I'm gonna have to say she is top notch. So it is both, but it's both in the sense that you got to be intentional about what you're doing when it comes to TikTok Shop videos. You got to do videos correctly, and you got to do your lives correctly. There's some rules of engagement and some do's and don'ts. So you got to be intentional about both. So it's not just, taking a product and just talking about it. You got to be intentional about what you say and what you don't say. You can't talk about other products or show any logo apart from yours. Yep, that's it. You got to be very intentional. It does, but views are okay. So hold on. I like to go live or focus on discussions in my niche. Videos can be shot. You could do that. Kind of like what you're saying. You're going live to talk about your niche, topics in your niche, and then you want your TikTok Shop videos. Here's the other thing that she talked about and what I know to be true. If you start doing TikTok Shop videos on your account and you want to still do your other content, it confuses the algorithm. You almost need a second page to be just 100% shop. So unless you're very niche specific. So I gave the example of someone who's in fitness and health, and all your videos are you at the gym on different equipment. You're talking about fitness and healthy eating. And then you did a TikTok Shop video about an exercise equipment or about a nutritional type healthy product to support that. That to me, a supplement or something like that, that to me is somewhat niche aligned. It will draw people to your page that are looking for that type of topic or that type of product. And then they come across your other content. So it won't confuse the algorithm too much because you're always talking about fitness equipment, healthy workout guide. It's in the niche. But if you're talking about, healthy equipment and niche stuff, and then you have these other products that are talking about makeup and girly this and pet equipment and that and crochet and this, that's confusing. It's going to confuse the algorithm. So you got to be intentional about what you're doing in your content. And ideally, you are creating a separate page where you could do your shoppable videos. Okay. You've seen creators doing lives with multiple products. It doesn't allow you. Do a product set. Do a product set where you're talking about products that are similar. You also have to be careful about how you are adding products, removing products, pinning products. You could do multiple products in a live. You can. But you got to be intentional about how you are showing those products, talking about those products, showcasing them, and then pinning them, and then unpinning them, taking them out the shopping cart, and then adding another product. So yeah, you got to be intentional about what you're doing. Okay. I've seen the two people promoting one and have another or spoke of one company and then brought up. How do you do that while your follower settings carry to the new TikTok? They don't. You start over. They don't carry over. You're starting a new page. You can tell your followers, hey, follow me on this page. Hey. And so let me say this. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all. Dr. Lisa will be telling y'all to follow me on my shoppable page once I get that up and running. I will be promoting my shoppable page. So, yes, just for the record. If y'all didn't know what I was going to be doing, I am going to be promoting my shoppable page. So you guys, yes, I will be asking y'all very politely to follow me on my other page once I get it up and running. But yeah, you just have to promote it. Come in lives, share that page so people can do it. You're amazing. Great tips. Thank you, Erica. Eric, thank you so much. Hello, blessed. How you doing, Jean? So yes, I will be doing the same. Mari X, I want to make sure I understood your question. You said seeing two. I've seen the two people promoting one and then another, or spoke of another company and then brought up. So promoting multiple products, is that what you're talking about in their live? Yeah, I've done it. I've done it here where I've talked about the easel. I've talked about my clip-on light. I'm not gonna do a shoppable live here. I talked about my turntables. I've pinned them up. So you could do multiple products in a live. You absolutely can. He said, are you going live on your phone or your computer? I'm on my phone right now. This is my cell phone. Yeah. How you doing, Coach Miss Vicky? I saw you, friend. How are you? Hello. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm on my phone. So let me know if any other questions about TikTok shop. Let me know if you do. I appreciate you all being here. I was going to pivot because I only got 5 minutes. I do it on my tablet. Yeah, I'm about to get a tablet too. Oh, also, if you have linked to product, can't use music apart from TikTok commercial. Yes, you cannot. You only can use TikTok commercial, especially for TikTok Shop. TikTok Shop is very particular. A lot of people, if you go back and listen to or go and start paying attention to TikTok Shop videos, especially the people who have a lot of views, they don't use a lot of music. They don't use music pretty much at all because, again, you have to use the commercial music. So I think people just avoid it and just let their voice and their discussion about the features and benefits of the product be enough, and don't necessarily use music. I'm getting ready to do my lives on devotions. Awesome. Awesome. Hello, user Ebony Monique. Hello, friend. So yeah, I would avoid the music, the TikTok shop. So when I talked about the agency and getting support that you don't know what you don't know, TikTok shop is a whole thing. And you really should consider getting the right level of support. Or you use the music without link to a product in video. Yeah, you can't link a product if you're going to have music. That's not the commercial music. I'm an RBA community. Can I do that with selling the products also? You're in the RBA community. Can you do that with selling the products also? Yes. You're not going to, if you're doing a TikTok shop live, you're not going to talk about RBA. I would avoid that. I would not do, I would do them separately. So for this live, this is not a TikTok shop live. So I'm going to talk about what's in my stand store. One of my products, I'm an affiliate for UBC, the Ultimate Branding Course. I'll talk about that here, but I didn't turn on my TikTok shop. I didn't turn on my cart and start talking about products. So you would do 2 separate lives in that case, just to not confuse things. So I would say yes. And then you definitely want to unpin and remove products if you do so happen to talk about both of them. But I would say avoid trying to overlap the 2 in the same live, if that's what you're asking. Nice to be here. Thank you so much, user. What about your own created music? In terms of playing your own music in your live? You can do that. Turn on your content disclosure because it's branded content. So turn on your content disclosure. That would be my recommendation. TikTok products are very transient. Is it better to have tried? Hold on, it went away. Try to do an A instead. I don't know what the A means. What do you mean to do an A instead? Oh, you're talking about the Amazon? I think that's what the A stands for. I think that's what you're saying. You could do both. But it just depends on what you're trying to do with Amazon too. Yes, thank you. You're welcome, friend. Yes. How do people do music in lives? Some people have their Spotify on. Since I co-stream on YouTube, I used to play a YouTube playlist, but I don't do it anymore. In terms of Kimberly, in terms of promoting Amazon, you can as an affiliate, and you can put affiliate links and promote it. I don't know if I would necessarily. You could do it in your TikTok content. Um, I think you can add links for products. I don't know if you could do for Amazon. I'm not sure how they do it in TikTok. I will give an example on my YouTube. You guys know I'm co-streaming right now. If you go to the description for this particular YouTube that I'm doing, if you go to the description, you actually see where I have two products linked in my description. My web camera, that green dot up there, and then the light. They're right next to each other. That clip-on light. Now, the clip-on light is a TikTok product. TikTok now allows you to put affiliate links on other platforms. That's in TikTok. That's my link, my affiliate link for TikTok. My web camera came from Amazon. It's here. I got it from Amazon. And so the link for that affiliate link is from Amazon. And I just put it in my description. So people who want to know and learn how I did it, they know how I did it. How do you know what words not to use on TikTok? There's words that you want to make sure especially when it comes to TikTok shop in particular, and you're doing lives, you can't like over sensationalize and inflate the product and use descriptions that are not accurate. You want to make sure you minimize cursing and other derogatory words, anything harassing, disrespectful. Try to avoid that. Words that have double meanings, you got to be careful with that. Again, turn on your content disclosure so that, again, if you have a certain brand and certain words that need to be said, you can say it. It gives you a little bit more flexibility. That's awesome. That's fire. Oh, look at you, friend. Yeah, so just be careful about you can't drink, I'm sorry, because they don't know what's in the cup. So avoid drinking. People get violations for that. And then obviously you cannot drive while you're doing your live stream. So you will get shut down. I didn't know you can link from YT to TT. Yeah. Shop. So anything in my TT showcase is fair. Yes. You have an affiliate link. Yes. Can't say the same C word. That means adult arcade. How do you find the disclosures? It's in three dots and more. Click that, scroll down, content disclosure, or before you start your live, the settings. Click the settings and scroll down and click content disclosure. I saw a girl doing live in her car. The quality was horrible. Yeah, that too. The quality is bad. But people sit in their car all the time, but you're not supposed to drive. You can't be in motion. Yeah. It'll get shut down. All right, my dear people, I appreciate you all. Okay, here. If you need support from me, let me do a quick. This is going to be a quick 5-minute rundown because I got it. TikTok Shop Creator Program. So I was asked if I would. Hold on one second. TikTok Shop Creator Program. So I was asked if I would have to separate that from RBA community. TikTok Shop Creator Program. Here's my stance on that. You always, if you are really, how you doing, Danny? If you are really trying to do TikTok Shop and do shoppable videos and shoppable live, best practice is to have a separate account that is strictly for TikTok Shop. Best practice. Because again, you don't want to confuse the algorithm. RBA, you could talk about RBA content, related content, talk about digital marketing, talk about all the different things that is for your RBA on one account and be able to brand yourself and specifically talking to your target audience and being very intentional about your approach. TikTok Shop, same thing. Be very intentional about focusing on the products, doing shoppable videos, because again, it will confuse the algorithm. So best practice is to have separate accounts if you're trying to do TikTok Shop. And that's what I'll say with that. And that's across the board for anybody. Just in general, Because if you are doing it correctly, you're doing shoppable content and videos. And again, it requires you to be very intentional about the product selection, what you're promoting, what you're talking about, and that will consume the algorithm focusing on your shoppable content, as opposed to when you're trying to do other videos, you're going to complain about getting low views, no engagement, because it's just too confusing. So best practice across the board, even if you want it to be niche specific, best practice would be 2 separate accounts. Now, if you want to be very niche specific on your current account and you're only going to talk about very specific products, you can do that. You can absolutely do that. But best practice is that you have 2 separate accounts. I'm going to try that. I have YT from my cruise niche account. There you go, friend. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. You're welcome, friend. How you doing, Legacy? Have a wonderful day, Dr. Lisa. Thank you, Diamond. I'll see you next week. Have the best day. You're welcome, friends. I'm ready for a nap. My cat insisted. That's funny. How you doing, friends? Thanks. Happy Mother's Day to all moms here. Thank you so much. Yeah, best practice is to do that. Thank you so much for the roses. I see you, friend. Thank you so much. Okay, really quickly, if you need to do, and so I will say my people who have different courses, different programs, and you're not seeing success, you are trying to figure out your strategy, you probably need to schedule a one-on-one consultation with me. And I could just share some tips and things you want to do with that particular product. Because people buy courses, and this is what I tell people all the time. If you're going to buy a course, make sure you understand what you're getting and how to leverage it. Okay? Because a lot of people will buy courses to resell courses. And I want you to be intentional about how do you actually leverage that course first. And you have social proof that you can share to say, here's what I learned. I really need you. So schedule a one-on-one consultation, friend. My availability goes out 3 weeks. So you could definitely schedule it. This week is bad because of obviously the wedding as well as Mother's Day. So I'm not available. But I have 3 weeks out. So you can schedule it. And so let me show you how to get to me. And if you're going to schedule it, that's totally fine. I'm happy to chat with you. What I've learned is that a lot of people will schedule the meetings. They don't do the other things I have. I think the other things are great, but they'll schedule a meeting because they already did something. They already bought something. And now they're like, okay, well, what do I do? What do I do with this? And that's where I give you tips and strategies on how to leverage it, because I don't want you to be out here bad and you're like, oh, well, I paid for this and I don't know how to use it. You need some strategy. You need guidance. So really quickly, if you click my photo, my mini profile pops up. If you click my profile again, hello, my YouTube people. If you click my photo again, it will take you to my main profile, which is here. And you can go to my stand store. We're going to click that laugh out loud. Keep chatting. You'll be leaving here. I know I'm getting out of here too, Mariexa, because I didn't tell people I was going to do some tasks before I have to leave. And I actually do need to be a hard 2:00 stop. I got to be picking my son up by 2 because we got to drive like an hour away and I got to be on time for the rehearsal. So I don't want to be that person. He has a small part, so I don't feel too bad. But he needs to be present. Okay, friends, really quickly. UBC, I talked about UBC. UBC, I offer mentorship support. So again, if you bought a course from me, don't think that you're going to buy a course and I'm going to be, leaving you out high and dry. So I support you. I put you in a group chat just for my UBC people that bought that UBC package. And they're part of the UBC community, which is 54,000 people. But it's a lot of people. And you're trying to figure out what exactly you need to do. So I'm going to support you. You're in a group chat. You can ask me questions. You can engage with me. Again, I want you to be successful. So you get a course and you get support. My bundle, it's here for you. This is where you get the most support because, again, I shouldn't say the most, but you get a lot of hands-on support from me. And essentially, I put you in a different group chat. It is 150 people. We are connecting. We're growing. We're being intentional. We are motivating each other. We are supporting each other. We are encouraging each other. And I send other tasks for you guys to go live and help you understand the value of going live. So all that is there for you. And you get access to me because I'm in your DMs. And you can connect with me over there where I can give you, you can ask me questions. I'll send voice memos to welcome you and respond to your questions, or we can meet. So you might say, Dr. Lisa, you know what? Let's just schedule a meeting. I will find a time and we will schedule a meeting. Okay. So that's support. I consider it my starter kit because if UBC is a whole 40 hours of content and course materials and support for you, this is the starter kit. It's going to give you a mini courses to help you with digital marketing 101, help you understand this business model, help you with branding yourself, help you with Canva. Canva is a design software. It teaches you how to create a Canva. Um, through You can get a free Canva account, but it teaches you how to create Canva branded Canva materials such as e-course, ebooks. I was about to say e-courses, but courses too. Ebooks, checklists, labels, whatever you need, you could do it. So Canva is really good. So that's there for you, as well as you get a PLR products. Those are private label rights, and you get my playbook. My other things that are in here, these are things that came directly from you all. And I'm going to tell you, that's where you want to go live because you can hear what your audience is asking of you. So I created a 3-page checklist because everybody kept saying, how do I know, what do I know need to do to start my live? What should I be doing before it? How do I get engagement on my live? What should I be doing after my live? And so I created a checklist to give you all the tips and strategies to understand what you should be doing before, during, and after your live. And then people are like, well, how do I start a live? What should I say? Who's my target audience? I gave you 6 steps in terms of a chat guide to let you know how to find your niche, how to find your topic, how to use the AI in particular chat to support you with that. Okay. And then finding your target audience when it comes to their demographics, psychographics, as well as the pain points. And then my people who are nervous, not nervous, my people who are trying to figure out how to do this and want a one-on-one consultation, you can grab this. This is where you can get the one-on-one. And so I give you 2 for the price of 1. We'll do an initial meeting for 40 minutes over Zoom, and then we'll do a follow-up meeting for an additional 40 minutes over Zoom. So I want you to be successful. And then this is my nervous people. This is the free download. Okay. For free, you can download this workbook. It's really a mindset guide, but we also focus on goal setting. So I want you to make sure you are not getting in your way and you are taking action. Okay. So all this is in here. I usually go over the bundle, but I got to go. I just looked at the time. So if you want to grab the bundle, it's going to be there. I'm going to probably keep it up there to 2 o'clock today. Okay. We'll see if I do. Well, yeah, because I'm going to have to take it down before I leave. But if you want to grab it, go ahead and grab that. Like I said, this is probably the biggest value for you in terms of how much access and support you get. But if you don't need that, just do a consultation. Okay. All right, dear friends. I appreciate you all. Let me know if you have any last minute questions. I'm going to head out because I got some work to do. And follow me on YouTube. That is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. And my handler over there is Launch Your Income. So you can do either one. And I will support you. I'm here for you. I'll be back tomorrow at 10. I won't be able to do my 4 o'clock today or tomorrow. So you guys are getting a super abbreviated version of me. Even though it seems like I've been on here forever. I'm going to reach out on a console. Okay, B Moxie. Thank you so much. Let me know, B Moxie. Well, when you schedule the consultation, put your TikTok name so I know it's you. Oh, okay. Yes, me too. Okay, awesome. So yeah, put your TikTok name so I know who I'm talking to. Boss Moves Only and B Moxie. I have like 3 weeks that are scheduled out there. You'll see. You said we'll do. Awesome. And we'll talk and we'll connect and chat. Appreciate your friends. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 10. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, friends. All right. I will see you later. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for engaging. And I make sure you go to one of my shorts, comment, like, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe there. And I will do the same for you. So, and then my moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. She is awesome. So do the same for her. Tell her, put in the chat your comment that Dr. Lisa sent you. Okay. All right, friends. Take care. Bye bye.